All right. Let's see. Can y'all hear me out there? Let's see. Let me switch over to the live cam. All right, here we are. Hey, guys, what is going on? Your boy Joshua Williams here. We're back with another live stream, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let me turn that down just in case. Let me know if the audio here is good. Let me know if it's loud enough, if it's too low, if it's too high, whatever. Let me know about that. All right. Excuse me. Just ate some lunch, so that's kind of why I was a little behind. Kind of pushed it back to 2:15 or. Technically now 2:30, but yeah, because I was just finishing some lunch a while ago and wanted to get that before I started this stream here. All right, so let's see. Okay, okay. Video Bird 300 says, "Hello, Joshua. Hey, I'm glad that you're here. Welcome back." The Pyro Theory. I'm not sure if I've seen you before. I might have. Don't fully remember. But hello, welcome. Kawaii Life. Why does the chat keep doing that? I scroll down and then it just goes all the way to the bottom. You say, all right, here we go. Hello, welcome back. Glad to see you here again. Carlos Rivera says, hello. This day is going to be great. First, Nintendo announces their E3 Direct, then this. How can this day get any better? Happy 6,000. Thank you very much for that. Glad to see that you're back here, man. Hope you're doing well. Zirian's Perry's awesome channel videos and more says hello, how you doing? Shameful says hello, welcome. Spitfire, I think it's Spitfire. Hello, welcome. Video Bird 300 again. The chat does it again. I don't know why it keeps. Okay. I might have to do just like another. Hello, regular Josh Williams, #1. Thank you. Glad you're here. I wouldn't consider myself #1 at all, but if you think that, that's fine. I won't stop you. Let me actually make this chat bigger here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. There we go. It's only going up so far. That's fine. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, not Nanaki 23. I know that's you, Alex. That's the video editor. It says meow. I mean, happy 6,000 again. Thank you, man. Whew. All right. Okay. So good. So they say the audio is good. Can hear me perfectly. Awesome. Great. Thank God. Mamba Prodigy Gamer 85 A54 says hi Josh. Hey, how you doing? The Masked Singer Bro says what's up? Hey, how are you doing, man? I'm glad to see everyone's here. All right, let's see. Any other? Northwestern Railway 66 says hey Josh, how you doing? JMR Ultra says hello Josh. Sorry I can't stay for long, but I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day too. Sucks that you can't stay for too long. I don't know how long this stream's gonna be really, but if you got things to do, you got things to do. So I'm glad that you were able to jump in when you could. So that's good. Let's see. Kingsley says hello, welcome. All right. Okay, so I think we have Mamba Prodigy Gamer says you're the best. I don't believe that, but again, if that's what you believe, then that's fine. Yeah, but man, this stream was totally unexpected. I wasn't planning on doing a stream. Well, I kind of wanted to do a stream this week, but it was going to be about some sort of topic. But what I was not expecting, like, at all, I wasn't expecting to get reach 6,000 already, because because it was like last week when I did the stream, I think I said I was about maybe like what 200, 400 away from reaching. No, it wasn't 400. It was like 40 or something away from reaching 6,000, I think. So I was not expecting to hit 6,000 subscribers yesterday, like at all. And so the fact that it happened, let me just edit that just a little bit. The fact that it happened, like that threw me for a loop. I guess that's a good way of putting it. So like that literally it shocked me. So I was like, wow, I reached 6,000 subscribers. I was like, when did this happen? So of course, I'm like, okay, you know what? I gotta do a stream tomorrow. So that's what we're doing. We're doing yet another stream, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh man, that's insane. I can't thank you guys enough, really, on getting me to this point, to 6,000 subscribers. Now, yeah, this is another 1,000 subscribers. Honestly, the reason why I'm kind of doing the stream and why I'm kind of like celebrating this right now, for the most part, is because like usually when I go up another 1,000 subscribers, or let's say like in the past when that happened, it would probably have taken me like more than a year, or like a year to more than a year for me to grow in subscribers. So knowing that within 4 months I've already gotten like at least up to 4,000 subscribers is 4,000. What am I talking about? 1,000. So I've gone up to 1,000 subscribers within 4 months. Like, you know, I'm it's faster than any time I've ever like been growing, like gaining subscribers. It's the fastest I've ever gained this amount of subscribers. So like it's insane. I mean, like, just, you know, I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, especially considering when it came to this channel, like for a while, you guys, if you've been here for like say past, like let's say either from the beginning or maybe ever since 2014 or so, you'll know that maybe around 2014, either was 2014, 2015, or 2016. It was around that time. There were a couple of times where I honestly kind of just like wanted to, in a way, quit doing YouTube. Like, I kind of just didn't have the passion to do it, and maybe it was because of like everything that was going on in my life or something. I don't know. Not that it was like, oh, I was depressed or I was this or that, because I'm not, and I wasn't. But maybe I was just a little bit too busy, and I don't know. I couldn't really give you guys a full-on answer for that. In fact, you know what? I think I'm gonna take these headphones off right now. Yeah, but you know, like, it was interesting because like I think like for whatever reason I was kind of like I don't necessarily want to do this channel anymore, so I stopped, and then I came back after maybe a couple of days because of one video that I saw. And it was interesting because like I was like, with this channel I've kind of been taking it in different directions in some ways. Like, I tried doing Reddit once. I tried doing like a reaction video to a cringe video, and that didn't do so well. Then I started kind of getting a bit political on this channel too, in a way, which that was fine, but at the same time it was like, I don't know if I want to continue talking about that. So I was like, you know what, people came here to see me talk about animation and whatnot, so that's what I'm going to that's what I'm gonna go back to doing. And so thankfully I was able to find a lot of stuff to talk about, especially this year. I mean, well, this year and last year, 2020, like, it was, things were kind of honestly insane in a way when it came to that. Excuse me, but yeah, like, it's I don't know. I mean, like, it's been, this just channel in some ways had its ups and downs, and again, I was kind of like at that point where I was like, I think I am going to stop doing the channel, and I'm glad that I didn't make that decision, because you know, like, I wouldn't have gotten to this point, you know. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me just take a, okay, there we go. But yeah, so sorry about that. Just had to take care of something in the chat. But Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, so like for a while again, I've kind of just was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do the channel anymore, so I kind of stopped. Or even when I tried kind of bringing the channel back, like I'd be gone for like a few months, you know what I mean? And then I'd come back, post a little bit, and then I'd be gone for a couple of weeks. And of course, you know, at the time when I was seeing that and the numbers like in terms of subscribers and views weren't going up, I was kind of like, yeah, I was kind of like just putting it off to the side. I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't know. It's like, should I continue doing this or not? Blah, blah, blah. Then, honestly, obviously, 2020 happened, and I had way more time on my hands, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and start posting a whole lot more, and then a ton of freaking, like, news started coming up and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'll start making some more videos, and then started exploding. I'm like, okay, not exploding. I mean, obviously not exploding. But either way, like for me, at least for me, for my channel, it's been like, you know, I've been just surprised at like how many, like sometimes like how much my videos, like how many views my videos get now. Like I'm still not used to it, you know, like when I see like the Rugrats video I posted a while ago, it was Saturday I posted that, I think, right? I think so. So I posted that, and like with how quick that was going up, like I'm like, okay, I'm still not used to this. It's insane, literally. But yeah, because for a while, I will say for a while when I was doing the channel, like starting in like 2020, and this was before the pandemic, I didn't see myself reaching like 5,000 for like maybe another whole year, I think. And then yeah, I kept growing, and then I got 5,000. I was like, all right, cool. So let's go to 6,000. Let's see how soon I can do that. And that was in 4 months, and I was like, sweet. And so now, obviously, my next goal is not going to be 7,000, even though that would be awesome. But my next goal, I don't know when I want to reach that, but definitely, hopefully by the end of the year or before the end of the year, would love to reach 10,000 subscribers. Like, that would be awesome. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. My point is, is that I'm just like very, very grateful and thankful for all you guys, definitely for sticking with me. Like if you've been with me, subscribed to me for a long time, thank you for sticking with me. You know what I mean? Hold on. And Pasteria's official YouTube says your channel is 10 years old. I don't think I said hi to you, by the way. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Hello. Also Inacio's third studio. I'm not good with certain names, so I apologize for that. But you said, yeah, so I'm not sure if I said hi to you either. So hello. If there's anybody that I haven't said hi to, and if you're just joining, like Tim Toast, welcome. Hello. Glad that you guys could make it to this stream. And J Screw just said, hey everyone. Hey, welcome. When I was replying to, oh yeah, when he said your channel is 10 years old. Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah, because I did technically create this channel in 2011, but I didn't really like start posting videos on it. Or even when I was posting videos, I was kind of just posting like random stuff, I guess. I don't know. Some of the stuff was definitely just like weird, but at the time I was like 14 when I posted that. Actually, was my first video in October of 2011? Let me look at that very quickly, actually, because I'm not really 100% sure. I'm not going to show that on the screen, but yeah, because it's been, and also I did private and like unlist a lot of videos, because there's certain videos, and I did delete a lot of them too, because there were just some videos that were kind of way too cringy, and I'm like, no, I don't think I want anyone seeing these, like, you know what I mean? So I was kind of like, nah, I think I'm gonna get rid of, okay, yeah, so the very first video I posted, it was March 21st of 2011, titled Joshua Network. And it was literally kind of just like a graphic of the supposed logo, I guess, that was going to be this channel. I think that I don't know if it was going to be Joshua Network. Was I gonna, I don't know. It was Don't ask me why I titled it that. Yeah, so that was kind of the stuff I was doing. How many videos have I posted before any of like the rants I've done? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Technically 12, 13-ish. I don't know. I couldn't. I think about 13 because there was also one video I know I posted where it was about like bronies and it was just text on the screen. Not necessarily a rant, so technically about 12 or 13. That was before I posted my very first rant, which was the SpongeBob rant. I think that was the very first one, yeah. And that technically was posted July 20th of 2012, and I was definitely 15 or 16. No, I was 16 when I posted that. Yeah, so technically, when you really think about it, my channel is about like 9 years old. And okay, gotta deal with this again. But yeah, so technically my channel is about 9 years old. And honestly, very, very honest and for truly, I am very surprised that I've been doing this for this long. Like, I wasn't expecting to be on YouTube for 9 years. So technically next year will be my 10-year anniversary of this channel. Like, no kidding. And I'm just shocked on that one. I'm like, seriously. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised that I've been going on for this long. I was not seeing it happening. I did not know I was going to be going on for about almost 10 years. So this is my 9th year on well, actually, technically right now, I'm still in 8 years of this channel. My 9th year officially starts, I would at least put it officially on July 20th. Because again, that was the video, that was the first time posting essentially a rant video. So, yeah, so I mean, I don't know what else I need to say, man, but like this channel has been it's been interesting. Certainly has been interesting. Again, had its ups and downs and whatnot, but I hope to continue to go up and shoot for the stars or go to the moon, as they say, especially with crypto. But yeah, again, like if you've been with me for the past 9 years, like, you're insane. You are literally insane. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Also, you know, speaking of the SpongeBob rant video, the funny thing about that video is that I every now and then I still get people kind of like commenting on that video, and people are kind of like, how dare you hate on SpongeBob? And I'm like, okay, I posted that in 2012, so I don't think that anymore. And even when I made that video, it wasn't like I hated SpongeBob. It was just the current season of SpongeBob during that time I just didn't like, as most people didn't. So, you know, so like I don't know. I find it kind of like funny that some people still kind of watch that video and still think that those are my current thoughts on the show, and it's insane to me, honestly. But it's like, you know, I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm not gonna reply. I'm not gonna take down the video. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna do that. Like, why? You know what I mean? Even if some of the videos that I have up right now, all the way in 2012, are so cringeworthy. They are cringe-worthy. I mean, does anybody in the chat, does anybody remember when I made a video? I made like these commentary videos, I guess, and there was one where I was replying to this troll. Well, not replying, but I was kind of like doing a video on this troll called his name was like Jared Milton or something. That was like also one of my first rants that I've made and whatnot. Excuse me. But did I bring... Oh crap, I think, oh no, my water bottle is all the way over there for whatever reason. But yeah, like, I do definitely remember, making those kinds of videos, because I think like at the time when I was making the channel, especially with me being like 15 at the time making it too, I was kind of just like throwing my foot in the door, I guess, just doing whatever. And it was definitely interesting with some of the stuff I was doing. There was another one I was also doing where I used to do like this little crazy series called like Crazy Cartoons, where it honestly that was the title of the show, but it was literally just me having like pictures of Pokemon on the screen, like Pikachu and Tepig and Oshawott, and I was voicing these characters. Oh, I remember that. Like, I had like this weird story with all of it. But that's what I did a couple of times. Oh, and here's definitely one. In the chat, if anyone remembers, like, because I'm sure all of you guys remember when I used to do like the pony avatar for my videos. Even when I was saying I'm not a brony anymore, I was still using it, because at the time I was like, you know what, I'm still able to be a bit expressive with that without showing my face. So, and I couldn't draw. I still can't draw. So, but yeah, it was like I was still using like the pony avatar during that time. Who remembers? All right, who remembers when I was making videos with that avatar, that sometimes I also had another character in the videos called Jake the Pony? Does anyone remember that character? He was green and he had like a squeaky voice, which was, spoiler alert, was just me. But yeah. It was, I definitely remember those, man. It was funny, but yeah. Paxter official YouTube says cringe is good because you can improve. Yes, and I'm definitely freaking glad I've improved since then, because goddamn. Wow. It's crazy. I don't know. Pauly Nudie Freebirds review. Yep. Holy shit. I remember that, man. Oh my god. Yeah. And also, and this was another video I think I took down too. There was another, like, there was a review I did. I decided to do like a review about the Frozen movie, and I also ended up using shoot, what I also ended up using Jake in that video as well. And this time it was like me honestly on camera, and then him in that, like, I guess boxy kind of room that you saw in like the Cartoon Network Check It era. Yeah, I was using him too, and I don't know if I fully knew what to honestly do with this character, because it was interesting. I kind of made him like that weird character who was my #1 fan, because for whatever reason I decided to do that at the time. But also, every single time I had it where it was like, yeah, he somehow always found a way in my house. It was like, well, you left your door open, your window was open. It was like, what the hell is this guy? But yeah, I definitely remember all of that. And there was, and also I think I kind of made him a bit naive in terms of when I was doing like some of the movie reviews, like when I did for the Freebirds. The Freebirds review, I kind of made it where he really did enjoy the movie, and for me, I didn't necessarily enjoy it, because you know, like, literally when it came to that movie, like, it was okay, but there were just certain decisions they made where I was like, nah, this doesn't make any sense. No, it's not funny. No, this is stupid. So, I mean, I don't know, I guess somehow I wanted to play off on that, I guess, but, yeah, and also there was this one time, well, I think there was like a couple of times, either a couple of times or once, where I had Jake the Pony, and he was doing his own like Q&A video. I definitely do remember that. I'm not even sure if I still have that up on my YouTube channel, or if it's been privated, or is it down. I don't remember. What was the first video that he appeared in? I don't remember. I think it was okay. That video is down. It's been deleted, so I don't remember which one was the first one. It might have been because I think if I can remember, I think I technically made like a video talking about Teen Titans Go way back, and this was before I started disliking the I almost said started disliking the video, but before I started disliking the show. And I think technically he was kind of the excuse me, he was kind of the reviewer for that one, I think, if I remember. I'm not 100% sure. Like again, this was a while ago. We're kind of going way back to like just like the beginning of the channel and what I used to do and stuff. The cringe-worthy things, you know what I mean? Gary the editor, he mentions, I even forgot you did a review for Freebirds, LOL. I would have loved to see that. I think if I can, I'll probably try to like maybe send it to you, I guess, or maybe I can unlist it. The video is is it that video? I think that video is just a tiny bit corrupt. I'm not quite sure, to be honest, but I definitely can give you the link. Like I can unlist it and send it to you on Facebook, so you can check out the Freebirds review. Yeah, because that was definitely a while. Oh shoot. Oh wait. There's another one. I completely forgot about this too. Actually, VideoBird 300 says, I hope you didn't ask this in another stream. Do you hate the Hello Kitty logo, or what's it a joke? Holy shit! I forgot about that. Wow, yeah. So, if you haven't been with me for a while, then there was this gag that I did. And literally the reason why I did this gag was, honest to God, because at the time when I was doing it, for whatever reason, I hated Hello Kitty. I mean, I love Hello Kitty now, but forever when I was younger, I couldn't stand Hello Kitty. Like, she was everywhere. I don't know why. I just couldn't. I couldn't stand it. So, as a little joke on my channel, I remember, and I think there was one video that I had that was still up and it was down. I think I privated it now. Maybe. Let me actually check on it. But even so, if you've been with me for a while, you would probably remember that there was a video I did. Or it wasn't even just like a video. There was like a couple of times where, because what the logo, I used to have like a logo for this channel. I don't really have a logo for this channel anymore. And I haven't had one for a long time, to be honest. And what I did before, the logo was just like regular Josh 1 and like red text and white outline. Had some sort of font on it, and I don't think I have that anymore. And then the next one was a minimalist, I think that's what you would call it, minimalist, like picture of Spike's head, right? And I just put RJ1 in the middle, and that was my logo for a while. Even when I didn't consider myself a brony anymore, I was still using it, because I'm not gonna lie, there was a part of me that kind of felt like that seemed cool in a way, you know what I mean? So that's kind of why, I made that logo back when I was becoming a brony in a way. But then what I decided to do was I found like this blank picture, or like this PNG image of like Hello Kitty with like just the face, like with obviously without the eyes and the nose. It was kind of like the shape of the head with the bow and the whiskers and stuff. And then I put RJ1, kind of like in the same style of that Sky. No, I keep calling him Sky, of that Spike logo that I made for a while. So I definitely do remember that one. Take care, The Masked Singer Bro 3.5. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of the stream that you were able to watch. So hopefully you have a good day. But yeah, like I for a joke, I made that my logo for like maybe a couple of videos, and I was like, Why is this my logo? I gotta have somebody changing it. I remember that. It was funny. I don't ask me why exactly why I did that. I guess it was just kind of like a little gag for me in a way. I was kind of like, I guess I wanted to try to be a little funny or something. But yeah, it was honestly, it was pretty funny. So I do remember that one. and also I didn't do that logo for a while, and I remember doing the video about the McDonald's mascot change, where when they had does anybody remember when McDonald's did like their Happy Meals, they changed kind of like the logo for that one. Hold on. Okay, so Gary, the editor, says, gotta get to work. Okay, have a good celebration. I'll edit when I come back. Okay, bye, meow. LOL. silly dude. Yeah, so he is he's working right now, but he has started editing a video that I did record earlier today before this before I started this stream. So yeah, so I think the video should be posted maybe tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, most likely it'll be ready tomorrow. So yeah. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, I remember. Okay, so Kawaii Life Antonio says, I remember that creepy thing. Yeah, I think the mascot was called Happy, I think. And I remember specifically, I did like this joke in the beginning where I was talking about how like, hey, there's changes, companies always change and stuff, and they end up changing logos, and I was talking about like, oh, how my logo ended up changing, or how my avatar changed over the time, like, because obviously when I did used to have the red pony avatar, it was just red, and then once later on I started adding like black stripes to them, changed the hairstyle obviously, and then I kind of added like a vest and a tie over time. So I do remember that. And then I talked about like the changes in logo of the channel, and then like for a gag I ended up putting I put what was it? I ended up putting the Hello Kitty logo back up there again. And that was, I honestly did that one for kind of like a throwback gag in a way. So I definitely do remember that. And that was the last time I ever brought it back on this channel. And also I did this funny gag, and I was going to do it once again, but I didn't. Where I kind of like was talking to a producer. So I do remember that. It was funny. It was interesting, like some of the stuff I did on this channel, like when I was younger. It was crazy. It was definitely it was something. It was definitely something. All right, but what other things can I mention, I guess, in terms of this channel? Like, what are some of the things that you guys remember from my early days of doing the YouTube channel? Like, what was what was your favorite video, I guess? Or what was your favorite moment from me, at least from either in the beginning of the channel, or just from the beginning to now, I guess? Like, what's your favorite video or favorite moment? Like, I would definitely like to hear what your thoughts are and possibly talk about those as well. Let me see. I'm going to go back to a couple of Gary the editor's comments. He says, also, random video suggestion, a revisit to the 2012 Peter Rabbit cartoon, like a re-review. Well, since he's gone, I guess I could tell him that when he comes back from work. Or after the stream's finished, I could talk to him about that. I don't know if I want to re-review certain things. I don't know. I mean, like, that probably... I don't know. I haven't watched that show in a long time. But yeah, that would be interesting. I'm not quite sure if that's something I would do in particular. But it would be, I haven't seen that show in a while, so yeah, if there was one thing I kind of would want to re-review, I guess it would kind of be the I don't know if I want to put myself through that, but a part of me kind of was thinking, not actually doing it, but had the thought of kind of doing a re-review of the Agent Fox movie, because like I would watch that review sometimes, and then there would just be things that I would kind of think, oh man, I kind of left this part out, or oh, I could have said something about this, or I could have made another funny joke about this, and blah blah blah. I kind of wish I did it when I first did the review for that movie. That would kind of be like the only thing I would redo, I guess. Kawaii Life Antonio says, I remember your top 10 hated cartoons list. Yep, definitely do remember that one. That was a while ago. I should probably update that very soon. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. That's definitely an idea. Bear Films Production says, hello, welcome. Glad that you're here. I'm just trying to go through some of the other comments from before. Okay, yeah, I think I'll go down to the bottom. And, oh, shoot, that's right. Video Bird 300 says, didn't you make a video where you said you're gonna rant on the new Chuck E. Cheese design and how people hated it? Well, I did, and I definitely took that one down. That one, it wasn't necessarily me ranting on the design, because I never really, like, cared all that much for the... Well, I don't know if cared is really the correct word. More so that I saw how everybody was, like, flipping their shit over the new design. Actually, hold on just for a quick second. I'm gonna grab my water bottle, which is over there for some reason. Don't know why, but... Yeah, because, again, when I do these streams, for whatever reason, like, maybe it's the amount I'm talking or something, I don't know, but, like, for whatever reason, when I do these streams, my voice kind of gets a little dry sometimes, so it's a little weird, but, yeah, that video, it wasn't necessarily, well, that's another one to bring up, the singing videos, but, yeah, like, that video, when I was talking about, like, Chuck E. Cheese and the new design, it was mainly me kind of ranting about people and how they were kind of, like, really hating on the new design. Because at the time, and still now, I didn't really, like, I wasn't bothered by the new design for Chuck E. Still not. I'm sure there's certain people who still hate the new design for Chuck E. Cheese. But for me, I didn't really, like, I didn't hate it. I didn't, so that I was kind of talking about that, and I was like, hey, like, this is for the new generation of kids. You may not like it, but if the other kids do, then yeah, like, that's them. That's what they're going for, not towards things that you like or whatever. It's like, you're grown, so they moved past that, and now it's for the new generation of kids. That was my that's how I saw it back when I was doing the that video. And so I also remember I did, like, this rant about, like, certain things on MTV. I think it was, like, 16 Pregnant and stuff. I also made, like, this random rant about, like, girl drama because of, like, some weird stuff that happened in high school or something, or just some of the dumb things I've heard, or the things that they fight about or whatnot. I don't know, but I do excuse me, I do remember that. So, Jonathan Magnay, I guess, says, I remember the CEC redesign and the whole funner thing. Yeah, people were making such a big deal about them saying funner, and I was like, it's whatever. I didn't necessarily make it all that big of a deal for when I saw some of these things. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I just went back because I wanted to reply to another comment made by Jonathan as well. He said, oh, yeah, I remember Jake the Pony and your pony avatar. I got introduced to your stuff due to Nick Studio 10 being a thing. Oh, those were very, very, very dark times in Nickelodeon history. That's all I gotta say. It was terrible. I mean, my God, nobody liked Nick Studio 10. There was a reason why it only lasted for... It didn't even last for a whole year. And then they tried bringing it back once. And yeah, it's... Oh boy, no, it failed. um, AASSWWQQ says, "Hey, Regular Joshua, do you remember the Fairly Odd Parents season 10 review?" Yep, I remember that one. And that was, I think that was the one where Chloe was making a comeback, or not making a comeback, but when Chloe was coming into the show, or was it the one with? Yeah. It was that one. Because that was definitely a show that just completely tanked in quality. Like, it's wow. Like, it honestly just surprised me just how terrible Fairly Odd Parents has gotten, especially the last season when they started using flash animation. It was like, God, I I just did not understand as to like why they ended up doing that. It was like, okay, and then it was canceled after that, and now they're gonna try to bring it back as a live action show, which honestly shouldn't surprise anyone at all because it's been with us for a pretty long time, you know. So, of course, they're gonna bring it back for nostalgia reasons. All right, so let me go through some of the other stuff here, some of the other comments. Yeah, Timetoe says, wasn't there videos of you singing? Anyone remember? Yeah, I do. I did have a couple of videos of me singing some songs and whatnot, and obviously those, I think either those are still up right now or those have been privated. I don't know. I mean, straight up, there's a lot of videos that I've either just straight up deleted or just privated because you know, it's kind of like, I think I want to hide some of these so nobody sees them anymore. I mean, not that these are terrible. There was actually, speaking of Nick Studio 10, I remember there was a video I made because it was also on April Fool's Day, and I'm sure a lot of you guys either remember this or you don't remember this. And it was I just went like freaking insane on that one for whatever reason. Like, I was, you know, I mean, like, because I don't know, like, because like Nick Studio 10 was gone for a while, and then again, that was the time when they were trying to bring it back. And then when I found out about it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a video about it. And I was just like, I was acting hyper or something. I don't know. It was weird. Oh, you know what? And speaking of, does anyone also remember there would be a couple of times when I would be making videos with my webcam, not this webcam, obviously, because this is a newer computer, and the last computer I used was now it was about like 11, 12 years old or something. That was the computer I would use for a long time. This computer for me is like at least 1 year old because I did buy it last year. I used to make a couple of videos just with the webcam and maybe another microphone on the side. And there would be a couple of times where I would literally be wearing a couple of hats. Like, I wore like a Chip and Dale hat. One would be Dale with like from Disneyland. And then another one would be from like another one would be a Pikachu hat. I do definitely remember that one. And then I also wore like a Wolf's hat that I got from was it Italy or Germany? I think it was Germany. I ended up picking up like a wolf hat over there, and I would wear that sometimes in my videos, and I would call myself Sparky when I wore that hat. I specifically remember that stuff. Cringe. Like, my God, I honestly, I was not expecting to get this nostalgic about like some of the stuff I did on this channel, but I definitely do remember those, and it was something. That was a time to be alive, I guess, when it came to regular Josh 1. Yeah, it was crazy. There was another one. Oh yeah, Kawaii Life Antonia. The pizza rant. I watched that rant recently. For one, I'm surprised that it got as many views as it did. Wasn't expecting that for that video. But I do remember, for whatever reason, I decided to not be the pony in there, and I decided to be Max from Max and Ruby. in that video. I don't know why, but that's what I did. And that was definitely the time when I was like just screaming or yelling all the time when I was on the channel. Like I would just have like these bursts where I was yelling out and stuff. I remember that, but like that was honestly, it was crazy. But yeah, cause like cause I literally just did not like PETA. I still don't really like PETA as a company. Like I get what they're fighting for, but like at the same time, they're also very hypocritical. So I still don't like that company, honestly. But yeah, like those were I think the most thing I can say is those were definitely some very interesting videos when and again, this was when I was like first starting out the channel, and I think I was still 15 years old when I made that video. I think, let's see, yeah, I must have been 15 years old at the time. I'm trying to, let's see, previous page. Okay, because I'm just looking through. No, I still have the MTV. Okay, so I still have the MTV video up, and I still have the random. That was what it was called for the Chuck E. Cheese video. It was a random rant video. Yeah, okay, and that was a lot of the videos I actually took down, because I do remember for my channel, a lot of the videos I would make for a while would just literally be random rant videos, and that would just be me taking multiple, like, subject matters and just literally ranting about them. I do definitely remember those, and so only one of those are up, but they're privated now. But yeah, I do remember that. But yeah, so I posted that, that PETA video in 2012. So I was still 15 at the time. So, but yeah, I do, like, it was, hold on. Gaming with Garrett and Greg. Hello, welcome. Glad that you are here. And Diamond Demon says, yo, what's up? Happy 6,000 subscribers to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jonathan says, yeah, I remember you used to scream, rant, and curse all the time. It's hard for me to watch all the at the time. Yeah, I can totally understand that. You know, like I watched some of my older videos and I'm like, why did I get so angry? Like when I was watching the which is honestly why when it came to last year, it's why I did a reaction video to this. When it came to the Dora the Explorer rant, I think that was probably the very first video I made where I was screaming and cursing, and I was, oh my god. Again, there's a reason why when it came to that video, I made a reaction video to it, because I honestly wanted to just kind of laugh at myself, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to laugh at myself at that one, because it was ridiculous. And when I was watching that particular video, I was like, okay, I think that's a little bit ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, I was screaming, I was yelling, I was like, oh my god, calm the hell down. It's a little kid's show. Why are you getting so bent out of shape over this? So, you know, so yeah, if anything, when it comes to my videos now, and also in the chat, if you want to continue sharing like some favorite videos or favorite, hoping that cat doesn't get into that person's door. But yeah, but if you're still in the chat and whatnot, let me know in the comments still, what was your favorite video, or what videos do you remember, and again, what moments that you possibly remember, you know. But yeah, when it definitely comes to the videos now, well, videos now compared to what they used to be, I definitely, I'm glad that I'm like way more calmer now. I mean, I'm also way more positive about certain things. I don't rant as often as I did before. Excuse me. So I do remember, yeah, like, well, just back to those videos, like, you know, those, and also another thing about those videos is that I wasn't scripted, you know, because like there's still some videos I make now where I do just go unscripted and I just say my real thoughts, even though the ones unscripted as well, they are real thoughts too, but just kind of put better in a way, so I can like read them off and be like, okay, so this is what my thoughts are. I can, put my thoughts together better in a script and blah blah blah. But yeah, a lot of times I would kind of just be like completely unscripted when I did most of my videos, and it would involve me just kind of screaming and yelling and ranting like crazy, and literally just cursing a lot, So yeah, it was I don't know. I'm glad, if anything, I'm glad to say that I feel like I've definitely matured over the years, especially being on this channel, because I couldn't go back to doing those. Not that I can't yell or scream anymore, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that. But I mean, obviously there's going to be certain moments where I do kind of like rant a little bit on certain things, but like it kind of gets a little old. It definitely gets old, where you're just kind of like yelling and screaming all the time. It's like, okay, all right, tone that down. And also, even though I do, like, you can obviously hear that I do curse in the streams every now and then sometimes. I kind of try to refrain from cursing in my videos. I mean, unless it's like hell or damn or whatnot, like those are fine, but I don't want to be saying the S word or dropping some F-bombs there too. I definitely, that's not something I want to do in those videos anymore. And even if I do, like, I kind of have them censored, even though I think like YouTube now allows those words to be said. And you can still monetize them and whatnot, but still, it's kind of I guess the principle of the thing. Kind of like, again, when it came to that, to the Powerpuff Girls, when it came to the Powerpuff Girls rant video that I did, actually, no, it wasn't even a rant video. It was talking about the reboot being reworked, and then when it came to the script being leaked, and I ended up reading parts of the script, I was literally just like flabbergasted and angry in a way, or not angry, but I was frustrated, and I was like, what the hell is any of this? And it's funny, and still thinking back to that, it's funny how like the producer is like, the show was too campy, guys, and it's like, campy, I don't think is the word I would use for this show. So yeah, but either way, last thing to say about that, I'm definitely glad that my demeanor, I guess you could say, in these videos are way more calmer, way more palatable, I think, for people to watch, because I'm sure there are some people who are probably turned off by the amount of like cursing I did when I was younger, or just the amount of yelling I did and whatnot. It was probably annoying as well, but yeah, I guess I was just very angry back then compared to me now, where I don't really get all that angry anymore, unless, it's like some BS that you see in the, on the news, and and not necessarily anger, but more so like just frustrated, like the crazy stuff that just happens nowadays, in this country at least, but definitely around in the world. Like, I get very frustrated, and I'm like, I'm done. I can't, it's like, can we just like not have, it's like, I don't know. It's, it's like, it's something. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, but, but yeah, either way, yeah, like Jonathan says, yeah, I'm really happy that you're calmer than you were before. Definitely, yeah. Like, it's just way better. And also, not only that, but when I was making a lot of those rant videos, I was like almost overly negative in some ways. And I wanna be way more positive, and that's not just for like excuse me, not just for this channel, but mainly also for like when I'm for just in general, you know what I mean? Because it can be easy for me to kind of just be like negative and be like, oh, everything sucks, so things are not going to get better and blah blah blah. But you know, like that's kind of how I was for a while. I had like a very kind of like negative perception on a lot of things, not everything, but just certain things and whatnot. But you know, I've definitely been working on that, and so I think that kind of reflects a little bit on this channel. Like I'm not as negative as I used to, and I've definitely kind of improved in terms of the amount of negativeness, I guess you can say, that I used to exert on this channel, if that makes sense. Drink some more water here. All right, but let's see. Let's see if there was any other videos that you guys mentioned that is your favorite, or ones that you remember. All right, let's see. I'm not gonna lie to you. A part of me, when I started thinking about doing the stream yesterday, there was a part of me that was kind of like, you know, maybe it would be fun if I did like a live reaction to one of my older videos that's still up and viewable on YouTube. Like just react to a little bit of it on the stream. I kind of have it somewhat set up for me to do that, but I'm not really 100% sure if that's something I'm gonna do. Like if that's something that would be interesting, fine. But I don't know. Like that's not. But you know. But that was kind of like a thought that I had in mind, I guess. Let's see. Let's go through a couple of comments here. So Toxic Roblox guy says, since Josh has 6,000 subscribers, he doesn't swear anymore. That's not really true. It's not because I have 6,000 subscribers, but you know, it was kind of like just in general, I just don't want to be that anymore, I guess, if that makes sense. Is that kind of cut off? I think it is. Hold on. Yeah, that was a little cut off. Okay, so just moving there. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah. Paulie Nutties mentioned the breadwinner rant. I remember that one, and for whatever reason, don't ask me why, because this was back in the day. For whatever reason, I decided to not just wear the Sparky hat, but I also had a tail. Does anybody remember that? For whatever reason, that was something I chose to do. And yeah, that's definitely cringeworthy. I think the video was still up, so if it is, enjoy the cringe. Shoot. But yeah, I do remember that. And then I also did not mention, but I also did what? I also did do like a follow-up video because I found like an article that talked about how Breadwinners is like the #1 show on Nickelodeon for kids 4 and 11 or 6 to 11 or something like that. And I was like, this show is #1. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. And, you know, obviously, like I talked about how like, oh, shows like this should not be viewed by preschoolers and blah, 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 and whatnot. But yeah, like that was yeah, those were, again, very interesting videos. Very, very interesting videos for the most part. Diamond Demon says, I gotta say your room looks nice. I'm jealous. Trust me, it's a lot messier than it looks right now. But yeah, it's an alright room. You know, I do need to tidy it up around here, but yes, not bad. Let's see. Kawaii says, yeah, campy. Yeah, exactly. Campy. It's too campy. That's why they're redoing the whole thing. It's too campy. Yeah, right. That's not the words anyone would say. Trailblazer 2000 says, who even thought of that reboot in the first place? Good question. I don't know. I really wish I knew, but I have absolutely no idea. Or who thought that, not even just the reboot, but who thought like that was a good idea? Like who looked at the script and said, yeah, let's go into production and start filming this thing? I just do not understand as to like how let me change that. There we go. I just don't understand like how anybody you know, approved of the script. Like I just don't get it. It's insane. Like, jeez. Um, let's see. Continuing. Where was I? Shoot. Okay, so Diamond Deem says, I mean, I wouldn't mind a live action Pop-Up Girls because I saw Pop-Up Girls fan films, which are 1,000 times better than that. Again, as I said before in the last stream, it's interesting how, like, sometimes, not all the time, but how sometimes fans can create better depictions of certain characters, maybe as they've grown up, or just better original stories for, like, a series than what the professionals in the industry can do. Like, it's very interesting how that works sometimes. Like, it kind of shocks me. Or it would be the same thing for, like, say, what was I gonna say? Because I had another thought in my head, but I guess I'll go with that one. I remember when it came to, like, My Little Pony, and of course they had, like, the plush toys or just the toys in general of their characters, and it would be interesting how, like, you have people who are fans of the show who would make, like, their own versions of the plush toy character, or they would make their own plush toy versions of said characters, and they would look very, very well close to what the characters actually looked like in the show, but also it would kind of look just better in general. And it's like, these are fans making these things, but you have this corporation, this company that's working on it, and it looks kind of weird. It's interesting how sometimes, again, not all the time, but sometimes how, like, certain fans of, like, maybe a certain kind of show or what have you can make something better than the industry or the professionals that are in the industry. I find that very interesting sometimes. It's weird, but it works. Let's see. Malik Matthews says I subscribed. If you mean, like, you recently subscribed to my channel, awesome. Thank you very much for that. Again, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize. Jordan says Mao Mao uses star code Flamingo and becomes a gaming god. I don't know. Not quite sure what that means or what, but okay. Emo Inuyasha says, hey, I think it's been a while since I've seen you on my stream. I don't know if you've been on the last one. If not, welcome. Thank you for being here. Trailblaze 2000 says 2020 was the year of hell. That, you ain't kidding. You're not kidding. I mean, for me personally, 2020 wasn't, like, for my personal life, wasn't terrible, but just as a year in general, it was just bad. It was bad. I couldn't say a lot of good things about it. Like, I mean, granted, it's brought me some sort of good things, and, you know, again, like, me being more active on this channel and this channel, like, growing. But for the most part, 2020 was not, I would not want to visit it again. Nope. You know, I mean, there's been some good things, again, in my personal life, but just in general with the pandemic and all that, losing your job and not being able to do performances anymore, or lots of things shutting down, couldn't go to a theme park anymore and whatnot. Couldn't hang out with your friends anymore, even though I don't really have any friends. Barely. But yeah, like, you know, it was a tough year for everybody. It was for everybody. So I'm just glad that it's over and that 2021 is already seeming to be a way better year. I mean, even though it has its problems too, with all, like, the violence and the shooting and the crazy stuff that's going on right now with people, but I would take this, honestly, well, besides the shooting, I would take 2021, obviously, way over 2020 any day. I could live this year over. Malik Matthews says, did you see the Cruella movie? No, I'm not into Disney live action remakes, even though this is not a remake. This is a, I guess, retelling of Cruella de Vil or something. I'm just not into it. I'm not interested. I've heard some good things about it, surprisingly, but it's just not my thing. Um. Diamond Demon says, I wasn't born when Powerpuff Girls came out, but I had a storybook called Cartoon Crazy, and to this day, I regret losing it. Yeah, that kind of sucks. There's certain things that you have for when you were a child, and you wish you still knew where it was, or you wish you didn't give it away, or you wish you didn't lose it, Happens to the best of us, definitely. All right, so let's see. What else? Toxic Roblox guy says, so you like the Rugrats and SpongeBob. What else? Well, if you're talking about like Nicktoons, I like the older cartoon, not the older cartoons, the older seasons of Fairly Odd Parents. I still watch those every now and then, and they'll still manage to get a laugh out of me. Jimmy Neutron, of course. What other shows can I think about? I did like the Angry Beavers as well. There's a lot, honestly, to list. I can probably be here for forever talking about all the shows that I like. Not gonna do that, but but yeah. And if you were talking about like shows that I like now, as of like currently, I do definitely like Amphibia. I still need to catch up on the show. I haven't watched all of season 1, and I've watched most of season 2. And I haven't seen the season finale, even though I already know what kind of happens at the end and what's gonna happen in season 3. I know where they are now and what have you, so but it's fine. I'll still try to watch the season finale at some point. I don't know when, but again, I'm gonna try to catch up. But definitely Amphibia. I would put Star versus the Forces of Evil on this list as well, but when it came to the last season of Star versus, it unfortunately kind of just ruined almost the entire show for me, because it was the season. There were some good moments. There was definitely some good moments, but with the story was honestly kind of just screwed up. There were certain things that I just didn't like, that what they did, like kind of like the forced Starco shipping. Even, I mean, we all knew that was going to be the end game, but like when it finally happened, it felt forced, especially with Star being with Tom and Marco starting to get with, I think her name was Kelly. Was her name Kelly, I think? And they kind of, it was, I was just disappointed. Like at first, when I first watched it, like I was fine with the season finale. I was like, oh, this was actually kind of epic. This was cool. But then I started watching it again, and also some other videos, and I started, of people talking about it. And then I was starting to realize, yeah, this actually wasn't really that good. But there was, I mean, it had its like, I had its criticisms before, but at first I was like, yeah, I kind of did like the season finale. God damn, that is a loud helicopter. Okay, kind of low flying, but anyway, but yeah, like I did like it at first, but then like, started looking at some of the other stuff when it came to the last season, and I was just like, yeah, they messed up a lot of things, and it again, unfortunately, kind of just messed up my my enjoyment. Not necessarily enjoyment for the whole show. Like, I'm sure if I just watch seasons 1 and 2, I'll probably enjoy those just as much, but yeah, I kind of just left like a sour taste in my mouth, unfortunately. So yeah, so it would be that as well. There's also Mao Mao, Heroes of Pure Heart. I hope season 2 comes out very soon. Green Eggs and Ham, love that show. I don't know when season 2 is coming to Netflix. It needs to come very soon, because like, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, it's a great show. It had a great story for the first season. Lord knows what they're going to do for the second season. I'm very excited for it. It's been almost 2 years, and it's like, when is it coming back? Anyway. Oh yeah, Pauline Nutty says, do you like The Loud House? Yes, I do. Well, I mean, okay, with The Loud House, like, I like maybe the first 2 seasons. I haven't necessarily been watching, like, a lot of, I don't really remember a lot of, what was it? No, I haven't. I haven't watched a lot of episodes from the later seasons. Haven't really been all that into it. I don't know what it is. Like I kind of pulled back from watching the Loud House and whatnot. So I do like the Loud House, but I haven't fully been watching it all that much recently. So I might try to get back into it and what have you. Let's see. Trying to go just a little bit back. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so Garrett Kruger apparently was born in 2013, and he's 8 years old. That's probably the youngest person to ever watch my videos, or just watch this stream right now. So now knowing I got an 8-year-old in this channel, I probably should not be cursing. I don't know if they're even still here, but like I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I guess I don't know. So like, yeah, I don't really know how many like who watches my channel. Like, is it mainly people that have graduated, or is it mainly people that are still in like high school or something, or in his case elementary school? I don't know. I don't really know. That's interesting. But yeah, anyway, let me continue here. Alessandro, again, sorry for mispronouncing your name. Again, I'm not the best at names for whatever reason. You say, what do you think of the Cartoonito shows? Yeah, that's right. Because Cartoonito is gonna be here in a few months. Like, cause it starts as far as we know, it's gonna start in the fall. So maybe we get Cartoonito in September or something. Not quite sure, but yeah, with Cartoonito, with the shows that they have lined up so far, I think those are gonna be fine. I have no opinions on like most of them, obviously. You know, from what I was able to see, some of them look look fine. Lucas the Spider, that's definitely one I'm honestly interested in because I loved the Lucas the Spider videos on YouTube. So I have to wonder what they're going to do for that kind of show, and it's probably going to be cute. I mean, if it's going to be just as cute as the videos that we've seen on YouTube, then I have high hopes for that one. And I would not be ashamed to say I watched that show, even if it is a preschool show. I don't care. Like, I mean, hell, I watched Bluey, for God's sake. So that's a preschool show. But at the same time, that show, even though it's for preschoolers, it's a show anybody can enjoy because of just how, like, in some ways, somewhat, I would say relatable, but I'm not a parent, so obviously I can't relate to the parents. But still, like, it's a very nice, cute, imaginative show. So I end up watching it. It's fun. It's a fun show. And I used to watch Paw Patrol, but I feel as though that show kind of lost its charm over the years. So not really my thing anymore, but still like the franchise, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, so for the shows on Cartoonito, I think those are going to be fine. The one that I'm just like really, really curious about, and I still kind of laugh at it, is Bat Wheels. It's just an interesting concept, but hey, we had Cars from Disney Pixar's Cars. Then we had planes. So, and we also had JJ the jet plane at some point when I was a kid. So it's not a crazy concept, but still. So, I mean, I laugh at it, but it's not like it's the worst concept or the craziest concept out there, because it definitely isn't. But yeah, so all in all, for Cartoonito, I'm very interested to see how that does and like what kind of shows we'll get out of that. Also, I'm just very interested to see, because the reboot, not the reboot, the rebrand of Cartoon Network, I think is just around the corner. I mean, obviously, it's going to take a while for certain things to change. Like, we're not going to have, like, an instant schedule change, or we're still definitely waiting on those other shows to be finished, and when those shows, eventually premiere Cartoon Network. But, yeah, because we're going to have a slew of new shows coming to Cartoon Network, which is going to be kind of exciting. Hopefully those will be good. But, But yeah, so Cartoon Network's rebrand's gonna be happening pretty soon, and hopefully it's gonna be a good one. I definitely do hope that they have success in it. We'll just have to see what happens. That's like the most I can say about the upcoming changes for Cartoon Network. So that will be very, very interesting. Um. Okay, so let's see. Diamond Demon says, I used to remember wishing with my friends that we don't go to school for at least 2 years, and I guess we sort of got our wish. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. A lot of you guys, I mean, well, you guys still had, like, online schooling, but yeah, you guys didn't really step foot on campus for, excuse me, for more than a year. So I do definitely remember that. So I'm guessing for Diamond Demon, you're in high school, maybe. I'm not sure unless you're in college. I don't know. Video Bird 300 says, does anybody remember the Peter Rabbit controversy with the allergies? No, I mean, I kind of somewhat remember someone talking about it before, I guess, but I don't think I remember what the actual controversy was. I don't fully remember what it was. Maybe it was like, I guess, a scene in the movie that some people thought was offensive to people who had food allergies. I don't know. I don't really remember, to be perfectly honest with you, when it comes to that. Let's see. Kawaii Life, Antonio says season 4 was just bad. Of Star versus, yeah, it was. It definitely was. I'll answer this. Kingsley Musu says, do you rather pick Cartoon Network's Toonami block or Adult Swim's Toonami block? I haven't really watched Adult Swim for the past few years, so I can't really say anything about their Toonami block. And I don't really remember too much about Cartoon Network's Toonami block as well, since it's been a long, long time since I've seen that. So, yeah, so straight up, I don't really know exactly what I would choose there. Okay, so it went all the way back down to the bottom. Still some things I want to check before doing that, so don't do it, chat. God. Okay, okay, so anyway. Northwestern Railway 66 says Star versus the Forces of Evil is just a learning lesson of how to not appeal to much of your fans and just doing your own thing. It ends up becoming fanficky trash. Yeah, like honestly, like the moment when I saw like Star and Marco kind of officially get together, and this was like before they officially like kissed each other. Like I remember at first when I saw that, like I was kind of like, wow, they actually did it. But then like when I really started thinking about that scene, I was like, yeah, this is a little rushed. Like it kind of came out of nowhere. So yeah, I kind of wish like they especially when it came to Marco and Kelly. I think her name was Kelly. I hope I get the name right. When it came to Marco and Kelly, I kind of wish they like kept them together for at least a while and showed us why it didn't work, because when they showed that one it was an episode. Was it called Beach Day? It was one of those. And I remember like he was with Kelly, and he like there was this whole thing where I guess like Kelly's ex-boyfriend was talking about how like, oh, Marco, you clearly like Star, and then he saw Star with Tom on the beach and everybody else was, you know, kind of kissing each other, and he was kind of feeling bad, and then Kelly and him met up with each other and they kind of had like this nice moment. So it was that moment where I was kind of like, okay, so maybe they're going to be getting together. And then it kind of just didn't happen for a long time until like this one episode where it was just between those two. And then literally for only that episode and then another episode where they were like sports announcers. Those were the only two episodes where we saw them officially as a couple. And then off screen, when we see them in another episode again, they've broken up. I'm like that was something that honestly kind of pissed me off in a way. Or I was just shocked. I was like, what the hell? I was like, why build this up and then you only have it for 2 episodes and off screen you break up and you literally do not tell us a reason as to why they broke up. It was like, what the hell? That was a little frustrating to me, if I gotta be honest. I was like, nah, that's like that just wasn't cool. I was like, okay. And then they forced Tom and Star to break up with each other, and then it was just insane. I was like, okay, it's just bad. It was bad. Anyway, let's see. Kawaii Life Antonio says maybe cartoon fans all over, both young and old. And then Josie Animation says it might be since I'm 11. Or you're 11. Damn. Okay. I just said not to curse. And I just read that somebody is 11. I'm like, yeah, okay, calm down. Jason says I'm 21 and I'm in college you're at college right now. Okay, cool, sweet. Diamond Demon says all of the ages watches your channel. What? And then Toxic Roblox says, what will happen if there was a 4-year-old watching your videos? I would be like, please get out of here. These videos are not for you. If you're 4 years old, watch Baby Shark. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't mind whatever age a person is watching my videos. Like, I don't really care about that all that much. But, you know, like, I don't know. Obviously, me being, like, almost 25, actually, I think that people around my age are close to what... Or no, I think, like, my audience would be around my age as well. But, you know, I mean, I don't fully know. But I knew there was some people that were, like, still in high school watching these videos and whatnot. So, it's you know, it's that sort of thing. Northwestern Railway says, I haven't seen The Loud House since 2018. I haven't seen a full episode since probably last year, I think. Because again, I just haven't fully been all that interested, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting. Let's see. Videobird 300 says, kids shows only for kids. Cal says, moo, sky is blue. And then kids shows for everyone, actually good. I mean, yeah. You know, I mean, like, that's definitely true. That's kind of how it is. But, you know, if it's a show for kids, obviously, it's got to be entertaining, but somewhat educational for them as well. So... But that's kind of like more like baby stuff where they say a cow says moo and the sky is blue, grass is green, carrots are orange. You know what I mean? Talking about shapes and colors. But yeah, I mean, you know, but that's yeah, I don't know. Quiet Life Antonio says, do you watch any foreign cartoons? Not that I'm aware of, so no. Yeah, not that I'm aware of. I might be watching one I'm not aware of. I don't think so. So I would have to say no on that one. Toxic Roblox says, well, how old are you? Yeah, I basically said, I'm 24 right now. And actually a week from tomorrow, I will be officially 25. Whew, yeah. I can't even believe it either. Northwestern Railway says, yeah, JJ, the jet plane is getting a reboot as well. I forgot about that, honestly. I haven't, excuse me, I haven't, what am I trying to say? I haven't mentioned that at all, but I completely forgot that, because I think I saw it once, that JJ, the jet plane was getting a reboot. So I completely forgot about that, yeah. So yeah, thanks for reminding me on there. Okay, it keeps dropping all the way to the bottom. I don't get that. Okay, so let's see. Avaratsata, I can't even say that name. Avaratsata, I guess. Says, hi man, big fan of your channel since I watched your Kung Fu Rabbit and Peter Rabbit reviews. Do more movie reviews. I was thinking about doing some more movie reviews, but and maybe that was just because, like, during the time when I was doing, like, the Sonic movie review and the Spy Pigeons review, no, Spies in Disguise review. Those two didn't necessarily, and the Scoob review as well. Those didn't necessarily do that well, but also that was during the time when my channel wasn't really doing that well either. So it's definitely possible. Excuse me. It's definitely possible that I could still very well do a movie review. I mean, I did do two, technically, actually. I did the Tom and Jerry one, and I did the one on Sponge on the Run. So Lord knows when my next movie review will be or what it's going to be on. Because I don't really watch a ton of movies that much anymore. At least a ton of newer movies nowadays. But it's possible. Like, I'm still kind of contemplating on whether to see Luca, Disney's Luca. I'm still really thinking about that because I'm not gonna lie to you, a part of me was just a tad bit not as what am I trying to say? A tad bit not as excited as I was before, because when I watched a little bit more of the promos that were coming out, I kind of was like, okay, so we're doing this. Okay, we've seen this before. I kind of feel like I know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know, to be truthfully honest with you on that one. But yeah, more movie reviews possible. I could definitely do like a movie review on one of those rip-offs or something. I kind of wanted to do more of those at some point on my channel. And it's possible I could do another one of those again, but I don't really know. Oh, wow. Okay, so I didn't know that. So Toxic Roblox guy says Diamond Demon was born in 2007, so he's not even in high school yet. And then he mentioned that, yeah, I just started high school in 7th grade. Well, technically you're still in middle school. I think you start high school at 9th grade. But yeah, again, shocked. So Jay Cruz says, LOL, can you believe they're making a second one? It's coming June 12th. A second one, oh, you're talking about the Peter Rabbit movie. Yeah, I was honestly surprised, because I think the first movie got mixed reviews, maybe, but apparently it did pretty good in the box office, so it was enough to warrant a second film. Still haven't seen the first one, so I definitely don't remember that one at all. Let's see. Alessandro says, do you think the KCAs is going to get canceled because of low ratings? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, I'm sure next year they're going to probably, like, I mean, 500,000 is low for them, definitely, but I don't think they're going to just straight up get rid of it. Like, I don't think that's really going to, it's going to happen. I don't think so. Let me see. Yeah, so Jason says, how about Music 2021? It says to be very offensive towards autism, and it was a very controversial during production. It's a recent musical film. I don't know much about that movie, to be honest, and I haven't really seen much from it either, so that wouldn't be anything I would talk about here, nor would it be like a one to nor would it be a movie I would review either. And the main reason also is because I don't tend to really cover like certain controversial topics on this channel for the most part. I mean, like, I have before, but now I'm kind of like steering away from doing that. So if the movie was kind of controversial, most likely I'm not going to mention it at all. Kind of like the Cuties movie on Netflix, which I don't even know if that's still up or down. You're not going to see me talking about that anytime soon. I would rather not. I would rather repress any mention of that movie from my head, because, ugh. Anyway. Let's see here. Jonathan says, I'm 21 now, and I got into his videos back when I was 13. Wow. Whew, that's, you've been with me for a while, so that's almost, 14, 18, 19, 20, 20. That's about 8 years. Shoot. So you kind of been with my channel for 7 to 8 years, I think. So you've been with me for a while. So nice. You're a real one for sticking out for me for so long. Wait, what? Okay. Actually, because there's 2 comments you made. So, Video Bird 300 says, make a video about your opinion on cinematic universes. I don't know if it's going to be like a video I'll make per se, but I am going to make a mention about that in another video that I plan on making either this week or next week. Maybe next week. I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to tell you guys what the video is going to be, but I will definitely mention cinematic universes, because I do think there's too much of them now. Or it's, ever since the Avengers cinematic universe, we're now seeing, or just the superhero cinematic universe, we're having like so many different ones coming up now. It's insane. But yeah, I'll definitely be mentioning that in a soon to be video. And then you also say regular Josh 1 is not going to sing "The Sky Says Moo" and the sky. Wow, the cow says moo and the sky is blue. I'm not really even sure like where that's from. It's not clicking in my head. So where is that from? The cow says moo and the sky is blue. I mean it sounds familiar, but like I can't make the connections right now. I can't connect the dots. So I don't know where that's from exactly. Kawaii Life Antonio says, I'm 20 years old. I remember watching your content back in high school. Woof. Wow. So you've been rocking with me for a while too. So sweet. Respect. Yeah, Diamond Demon, Baby Shark. Yeah, that's crazy. And that was also a very interesting video that I ended up making on on the Baby Shark video. Let's see here. RJ Pub Cartoon says, "Are you a furry like me?" Kinda, I guess. I don't know if I really want to consider myself one, but then at the same time, I'm following a lot of like furry content on Facebook and Instagram and whatnot. So, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to fully consider myself one, even though I use the Sky avatar. But you know. So in some ways, kind of yes and no. Or if I am, I'm kind of a casual fan, I guess. I don't really know. Diamond Demon says, "Oh, happy early birthday! Thank you very much." Drake the Human says, "Is that a Big City Greens calendar?" No. It's just a generic calendar with like pictures of nature and whatnot. I don't have any calendars that are like show related or anything. J. Cruz says, your channel really picked up. Yeah, it did. It's dope. Northwestern Railway 66 says, what do you think of the iCarly reboot? Not going to lie, it looks dope, but I find it hilarious. Disney rejected Lizzie McGuire for being too mature, yet nickel out this oof. I actually mentioned that in the next video. I did. So if you want to know my full thoughts on the iCarly reboot trailer, I did mention that in the next video that is currently being worked on right now. I did film this one again before this stream, so you will be seeing that video most likely tomorrow, so definitely look out for that. Also, kind of just remembered this question. I think Jason, if Jason is still here, I do want to answer this for you, because I think you asked me a while ago what was Nova Fleet 86. It's a audio drama podcast that I'm in, and we are currently doing our season finale right now, which should be posted very soon. Episode 8, which will be the first part of the season finale, should be posted very soon on Spotify, so definitely look out for that. I do play a prominent role in that show as well, so yeah. And the entire season's about to be up as well, so definitely look out for the look out for the completed season of Nova Fleet 86. Let's see. Yeah, Northwestern Railway 66 also says, Luca looks a bit too predictable, but it could still be good. Who knows? Yeah, that's my concern. You know, like my concern is that it just looks a bit too predictable to me, and that's kind of why like my excitement for it went down just a little bit, because it's like, I think we've seen this before, so So that's my little concern there. But as you said, could still be a good movie. I might end up still watching it. I don't know, but yeah. All right, so I know I am a little bit behind on chat right now. I'm gonna try to catch up as quickly as I can. So let's see here. Yasha says, speaking of reviews, I might do reviews of the current 20th season of Hell's Kitchen that premiered on Monday 31st, though the 19th season ended in April. I gotta start watching Hell's Kitchen again, cause for a while on YouTube I've been watching a lot of clips with Gordon Ramsay, cause those are so hilarious to see him kind of just yelling at the chefs and insulting him in his own way and whatnot. Gordon Ramsay, man, I don't know what else to say about him, but he's freaking awesome. I gotta try out one of his food, one of his restaurants. Maybe the next time I go to Las Vegas, I'll try his Hell's Kitchen over there, just to see how good some of the food is. I mean, it'd be hella expensive, but shoot, why not? Let's see here. Oh, okay. So Diamond Demon says schools in my country go like this. Middle school is called primary school. Primary is first grade to sixth grade. Okay. So I'm guessing from 7th to 12th grade is high school for you in your country. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So that definitely clears things up. Okay. The chat does the thing again. So Drake the Human says, I was 10. Were you 10 when you started watching my videos? If so, that's pretty young. And what was your first video? I'm definitely very curious about that one. Jason says, I was watching your videos when I was 14. Well, that was around the time I started making my video. I mean, well, actually, no, not around the time. That was around the age, because I started making videos when I was 15. Let's see. Paul and Nutty says, Josh, I've been watching since 2012, but subbed last year. Okay, well, you're still a fan of mine, so that's good. Let's see. David Soto, the Patrick Star Show. That's also going to be another show another show. That's also going to be another thing I'm going to be talking about in tomorrow's video as well. I'm talking about the Patrick Star Show trailer and the iCarly Show trailer as well. So you're going to be getting those tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Diamond Demon says, Dora was my childhood for some reason. Instead of me watching 3 girls fighting crime, I'm learning Spanish. Hey, that's almost everyone's childhood straight up, because that Dora was a big part of my childhood as well. And I don't know how long I watched her, but yeah, so I used to watch that show for a while. And obviously later on I got very annoyed with it. So I do remember that. Let's see. Drake the Human says, opinion on new YouTubers in 2021. I mean, it really depends, to be honest. I mean, there's some YouTubers out there that still put out some great content. And then there's some that I definitely do think deserves more recognition than some of the bigger ones. Because there's a lot of big YouTubers out there that are still great YouTubers and still pump out some great content. But then there's some where I just don't think they deserve how they don't deserve how big of a channel growth they've had, or they don't deserve the fame they have. And it's usually not because of the bad content, because sometimes they can have some good content, but it could be just because of how much of a douchebag they are, and so that's kind of how I see it in a way. But yeah, so my opinion on new YouTubers in 2021, it kind of varies, I guess. J. Cruz says, do you count yourself as part of the animation community? I guess so. I mean, I watch way more animation than I do any sort of live action show. I'm just more into our cartoons, just way more, I just enjoy those way more. I mean, obviously I can watch certain things on, say, CBS or ABC or what have you, but I just prefer cartoons right now. Jonathan says, I remember that you used to sing a lot in your old videos. You sing really good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do you still sing or not anymore? Um, I haven't sung in a while, but I mean, not as if like I don't sing anymore. It's not like I don't want to continue singing. But it's more so that I haven't had like necessarily the platform, or I don't know if the platform is the right word, but I haven't had like the opportunity to sing in a while. I mean, obviously due to the pandemic. Even though like one of the last times I really like sung for a project or anything was this it was this educational like animated cartoon that I did for LAUSD elementary schools and whatnot. Did a recording for that and did sing a couple of songs for that one as well. So, but for the most part, I haven't done like a ton of singing recently. Even though I have been posting like on my Facebook, not too often, but I do have like a couple of videos of me kind of just singing a couple of songs and all that. So, you know. Again, I don't know why my voice kind of gets a little dry when I'm doing these streams. Emo in Yasha, but yeah, I'm glad you think that my singing is good. I would post some here on this channel, but I think I would keep it for another channel or something because it would be just a tad bit inconsistent. I don't know. But yeah. Let's see. Emo in Yasha says Gordon Ramsay has 2 Hell's Kitchen restaurants, one in Vegas and one in Lake Tahoe. Oh, I didn't know they had it. He had a Hell's Kitchen in Lake Tahoe. That's interesting. Yeah. So I get that one would technically actually be I guess the closest to me because that's Lake Tahoe. Or would it be? Is Lake Tahoe closer to me, or is Vegas? I would say Lake Tahoe is closer, I think. I don't know. I should know my geography, but for whatever reason, I don't, I guess. Anyway, let's continue here. Jay's Crew says, are you going to watch The Owl House or Amphibia? I am currently watching Amphibia, mainly when it kind of airs on Disney XD. Again, I haven't seen like any of the last episodes of the second season. So there's a lot I still do need to catch up on before I watch that episode. But yeah, so that definitely does depend, if anything. Like I don't know when it's gonna happen, but yeah. Super Mario Jordan says, I think the first video I watched of yours was when Cartoon Network started airing Teen Titans Go a whole lot, and the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs show came out in 2017. Yes, I do. Yeah. That video at the time took off for especially considering where I was at that on that channel. But yeah, yeah, I think I gained like a few subscribers from that video as well. I'm glad I did that one because like, and again, surprised at how many views that one ended up getting. So yeah, it's definitely very interesting. But I'm glad that you subscribed and you're still watching. So that means I'm doing something right. Diamond Demon says, Josh, what's your opinion on Miraculous Ladybug? I haven't really watched Miraculous Ladybug at all, so I don't really have an opinion on it, to be honest. Might check it out one day. I don't know, but it's not on my radar at the moment. Northwestern Railway 66 says, I was watching PBS Kids. I didn't have cable at the time, so Dragon Tales, Book of Virtues, Arthur, and Between the Lions were my go-tos and are still nostalgic today. I don't know if I really remember Book of Virtues. I'm not sure if that's one I watched when I was a kid. Could have been. It's possible. I mean, I think there's probably a few shows that I know I watched when I was definitely young, and I probably don't remember them all that much. But Dragon Tales, I do remember Dragon Tales. Arthur, which did recently end, or is it still going right now? I think it recently ended. I don't remember. And Between the Lions, yeah, that was the show that I definitely remember. Very nostalgic. Yes, 100%. Trailblaze 2000 says, the main problem I have with Nick of today is that it has basically become the SpongeBob Network. That was my channel growing up in the 90s, but it's a shadow of his former self. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Yeah, it's kind of the same with Cartoon Network right now. Like Cartoon Network is definitely Teen Titans Go and Amazing What a Gumball. Um, you don't necessarily see like a lot of shows anymore. Even some of the other shows like with Victor and Valentino, even though that's not really one that I watch, you'd think that they would get more airtime, especially since it is getting a second season. You would think the same thing for Mau Mau. Mau Mau would still be airing on Cartoon Network now, but it doesn't really have any airtime at all, which I think is incredibly stupid. You would think what's another show? Oh yeah, Apple and Onion. They only air like for 30 minutes out of the entire day. You would think that they would air some more, but no. The only shows that you see, even Total Drama, I barely see that airing at all. Even though I don't like this show, but still, I barely see that show airing like at all on the channel, which is interesting. But it's mainly Teen Titans Go and Amazing with a Gumball. And they have been airing a lot of Craig of the Creek shows as well, which is good, definitely, because I at first I wasn't really all that into Craig of the Creek. I didn't really care all that much about it, but I've recently been watching a couple of episodes or a few episodes of the show, and it's a fun show. Like I gotta say, I enjoy it 100%. So I'm glad to see that it's gotten renewed for another season, and it's gonna continue on going. It's another hit on Cartoon Network's hands, and that I can see why they air it so much, or why they advertise the show a lot as well. So yeah, but with Nickelodeon, it's mainly SpongeBob and mainly the Loud House as well. Uh so I mean, I would love to go back to the times where we did have a lot more variety on the schedule, but it's a money thing, obviously. Like, they're doing it because they know that if they air a ton of Cartoon Network, if they air a ton of SpongeBob, it's guaranteed to get a lot of views. Same with Cartoon Network. Air a lot of Teen Titans Go, gonna get a lot of views. Air Amazing with a Gumball, gonna get a lot of views. Even though Amazing with a Gumball has ended, and even though it is gonna get a movie, I guess next year, it's still a big series on their channel, so of course they're gonna continue airing a ton of shows, or airings, I should say, of that channel. Of course they're gonna do that. I mean, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's the situation there. Oh yeah, J Cruz says, yeah, I hope Nickelodeon picks back up because I don't watch them anymore. It's just sitcoms, SpongeBob, and The Loud House. Yeah. That's definitely true. I mean, and even with the sitcoms, they barely even air some of their sitcoms. It's mainly SpongeBob and The Loud House, and sometimes the Casagrandes as well. Those are the hits of Nickelodeon right now. I haven't watched the Barbarian and the Trolls, or is it the Trolls and the Barbarian? I haven't watched. I think I watched like one episode. It's definitely interesting since that is a puppet show. So, it's definitely new. So, and from what I've seen, it seems to be all right. So I don't have much an opinion on it. I haven't seen it all that much, so I can't really say all that much about the show, as I just said a million times. Oof, where was I? Okay, let's see. Jay Cruz says, I thought Apple and Onion was canceled. I forgot that that existed. I don't. It probably is canceled. I'm not sure. Like, I mean, it is still airing technically, but I haven't heard any word of it getting renewed for a third season, and I'm assuming that season 2 is finished. So, so yeah, I don't think Apple and Onion's getting a third season. I mean, it sucks because again, I think the show is good. It's underrated. Definitely deserves more attention, like Mau Mau. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna get renewed. I mean, if it does, excuse me, if it does get renewed, that's awesome. But I don't necessarily see that happening. Just with the way they're treating the show, you know what I mean? Wally Master says, can you do a remake on your top 10 worst cartoons list? Because the top 10 worst cartoons list you did 8 years ago aged badly. I want to know what you think about that list. I haven't watched that list for a long time, so I don't know. I mean, it is something I'm thinking about. I don't know exactly how soon that I'm going to end up doing that particularly, but it has been on my mind to possibly redo my top 10 worst cartoons. And I would, that's one I would have to really, really think about, because like I'm not 100% sure if do I even have a 10 right now? And that would have to be, I don't know if I would want it to be like current cartoons. Excuse me. I don't know if I want it to be like current cartoons, or if it would be just like any cartoons that I still think are like the top 10 worst. Not 100% sure about that. Just went all the way back in the chat. Polly Nudie says, Josh, do you remember My Gym Partner is a Monkey? Yep, I do remember My Gym Partner is a Monkey, 100%. I definitely do remember that show. And it was a show that I used to watch when I was a kid. It was interesting. It was crazy. J. Cruz also says they messed up that show. They ruined the Loud House. It's just a SpongeBob at this point. That's a very interesting way of putting it. And then Rosalind Hodgins, too. I'm not sure if you're still in the chat, but you said, hey, all the way back there. And I said, hey, or I didn't say that. You said, hey, hello, welcome to the stream, if you're still watching. Anyway, let's see. Let's just go all the way to the bottom. Let's see. Diamond Demon says, I think SpongeBob franchise should be done with. It gets really boring. The franchise as a whole, it's not going to be ending anytime soon. Just straight up. If it continues to be a big moneymaker for Nickelodeon, then they're going to continue to keep they're gonna continue to keep pumping out either more seasons, more episodes, or possibly some more series based off of the franchise as well. That's just, I mean, like, as much as you hate to hear it, but that's just kind of what happens, if they're a business, and because they're a business, they're going to continue doing or continue pumping out the shows that they know make them a ton of money or gives them a big ton of ratings. So that's really how a lot of this works. So that's at least how I see it there. What was another? I think there was another. There was something else I think I wanted to. Yeah, I already saw that one. Okay. VideoBird300 says, do you think the new MODOK show is overrated? I'm not really quite sure which one that is. Like if you could, I can't, again, not really connecting any of the dots right here. So I don't know which show that is. So, let me know about that one. Kingsley says Mau Mau season 2 premieres in 2021. I would like to believe that. I'm not really particularly sure about that. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, because I'm caught up on the chat. Let's see here. Trailblades 2000 says Thundercats Roar got canceled after season 1. What does that tell you? Yeah, it's bad. It was terrible. Again, I barely even saw any of the episodes for that show because I knew it was gonna be bad, and also I just wasn't interested. It was just, I don't know what else I need to tell you when it came to that, but like, yeah, it's Thundercats Roar. What a trip. That's all I can really say. What a trip. Yeah. I was about to mention something, but I kind of want to keep that, I guess, a secret for like one of the other videos I'm gonna make. That's gonna be a video for next week. So we'll see when it comes to that. Okay, so there's one question I didn't see. Diamond Demon says, "Okay, did you watch the Powerpuff Girls anime, or have you seen it? If so, what is your opinion on it?" I think I've seen maybe a couple of episodes, like maybe like years ago, and no, I don't necessarily have any opinion on it because I don't really remember it all that much, so I haven't really seen much of anything here. Um, Cartoon Network barely did anything in 2020. Yeah, that's definitely true, unfortunately. It's kind of just been barren for a while. We've been getting some new episodes from the current show, but we haven't been getting any, like, new episodes either. I mean, not new episodes, new series. So, I mean, honestly, that's probably why when it comes to this coming year, or possibly parts of next year too, that's why we're getting a ton of new shows right now, because there just hasn't been anything happening with Cartoon Network for a long time. So, as I said once before, this rebrand is definitely needed for them, if anything else. Kingsley says Elliot from Earth will be renewed for a second season in 2022. I gotta ask, where exactly are you getting your where are you getting this information from? Because I've looked at a couple of things you've mentioned, and you say like, oh, it's being renewed or it's being this or whatnot. Haven't really been able to find anything on it, so I don't know if you're just saying stuff to say stuff or what. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Jay's Crew says, how do you feel about Infinity Train and Summer Camp Island? First with Infinity Train, I've only seen the first two books. Haven't really gotten a chance to see the last two books either, like book 3 and 4. Yeah, book 3 and 4. I haven't been able to see any of those just yet. But from what I have seen the first two seasons, show's good. Sucks that it hasn't been excuse me. It sucks that it hasn't been renewed for a fifth because of the whole child point entry. No child point entry, which I find just to be odd. Especially considering that with the show, you would think that like, or well, not just with the show, but with the channel in general, they're trying to like broaden their audience. So you would think that with Cartoon Network, with Infinity Train, you would think that season 5 would have been fine with them, but apparently it wasn't. So that's just very, at least to me, I find that to be very interesting. Let's see. Oh yeah, you also mentioned, also, are they going to renew Summer Camp Island, or is it canceled? If it's canceled, that really sucks. I think because they put the show on HBO Max, I think it really depends on how it does on HBO Max, because clearly it's not airing on Cartoon Network anymore. So if Summer Camp Island is doing very well on HBO Max, then most likely they should renew it. But if it's been a bit lackluster, then I don't think it's going to be renewed. So I don't know. That honestly would really depend when you really think about it. Northwestern Railway says Thundercats Roar was that bad. It lasted a season, but I mean it lasted a little bit longer than the Adult Party cartoon. That's interesting. Which Adult Party cartoon? Like, which one are you talking about? So let me know in the comments. Super Mario Jordan says, does anyone remember DC Superhero Girls on Cartoon Network? Because I forgot about it until I saw season 2 is coming on Twitter. I never watched or checked out DC Superhero Girls, because I think also at the time, even when I was like watching Cartoon Network still, it wasn't airing during the time I was watching the cartoon. So if anything, I definitely haven't been really seeing any of that so far. So I don't know how. I've heard people say some good things about it, and it's cool that it's got a excuse me, it's cool that it's got a season 2. It just sucks that even with that, it got a crossover with Teen Titans Go. I mean, like, Jay's crew says, I think Ren and Stimpy. Okay, I was wondering if it was Ren and Stimpy that you were talking about, or if it was something else. But yeah, like, I think, like, it's crazy that with DC superheroes, they had a crossover event with Teen Titans Go, because of course they had a crossover event with Teen Titans Go, because what show hasn't had a crossover with Teen Titans Go at this point? Like, Christ. But yeah, I mean, it's been the same thing over and over and over again, and honestly, that is going to be it is going to be a video that I'm gonna make talking about that, because I just have to say something about it, honestly, because it's like, come on, it's too much. It is too freaking much, guys. Like, let's stop. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'm just checking on a couple of things very quick. Okay, so it's not much. Let's see. Quiet Life Antonio says, do you remember the Seeing Saiyan bumpers? Yeah, I kind of remember the Seeing Saiyan bumpers. Gotta be honest, those weren't really my favorite bumpers from Cartoon Network. They kind of were just a tad bit annoying in some ways, but I do definitely remember them. Or at the very least, at the beginning, I thought it was kind of cool that that's what they were doing. But then after a while, it was kind of like, okay, can we do something else? Can we get another Can we get some different bumpers from Cartoon Network now? And that's kind of where I'm at right now, honestly, with Cartoon Network. Like, I'm kind of just waiting for the new era to come, because we're still technically in, I guess, the zero gravity-ish era right now with Cartoon Network, I guess, because that's the current sign-in bumper, and it's also the excuse me, and it's also the oh, shoot. What am I trying to say? It's also the sign-off bumper that we're still getting from Cartoon Network, too. And I'm kind of like, okay, we kind of had this for, like, what, the past 2 years from Cartoon Network? Can we just get something different? Can we get something new? You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, like, my favorite era, well, currently, at least from 2010 and on, because obviously my favorite era from Cartoon Network has to be, with cartoons and also CN City. Like, that was definitely a fun time. And also the were they called the Nudes? I think the Nudes, Nodes, or something. I don't know. Those kind of like that was kind of like a favorite era of Cartoon Network as well. Yeah, the new rebrand is Draw Your World. So yeah, that one's definitely going to be interesting to see. I mean, like, they've been doing some bumpers called Drawn Your World or Redraw Your World, I think, where it kind of talks about like social issues and what have you. So those are definitely interesting. But yeah, like the new rebrand coming very soon. I was thinking it was gonna come over the I loved CN City. Yeah, because it was very, very, very creative, honestly. So I wish they could do something like that again. Like, it was very cool at the time. But yeah, like when it came to where was I exactly? We were still talking. Yeah, the rebrand for the Redraw Your World. That's what it is. With that one, like, I thought we were going to be getting it this weekend. And generally because, like, with Cartoon Network, at least what I've noticed, like, when Cartoon Network would kind of change up their look or have, like, a refresh, it would generally happen over, like, Memorial Day weekend, because Memorial Day weekend is, like, the unofficial start of the summer season. So it was kind of surprising to me that we didn't get anything out of that, or nothing really changed, even though the interesting thing also was that you may have noticed it last week. They started airing, like, Craig of the Creek promos for their new episodes coming up, and they have two versions of it. One version was with the new Draw Your World rebrand in page, and then the second one was kind of a different one that was kind of like their current coming up next bumpers, which I guess those would be considered the Redraw Your World bumpers of the rebrand, I guess. Not 100% sure. I can't really fully tell, to be honest. But like that's kind of, they had like two different versions. They aired the one that was kind of with the Redraw Your World era rebrand, and then they aired the one that's kind of current to our rebrand right now. So it's a little confusing. It's like, why did you air two different versions? Like, what's going on? It's a little strange. So yeah, so I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the new rebrand of Cartoon Network. Not just like, oh, the new shows we're getting, but also like the bumpers we'll be getting as well. Because again, I'm kind of just waiting for something new. I kind of just want something different from Cartoon Network right now, because some of the ones that we've been getting for a while became a little stale. Or even like the current bumpers where if it's not talking about like what's coming up next, they'll have like these little slots, or not slots, but these tiny little bumpers where it kind of has a clip of a current show, like maybe Victor and Valentino or Craig of the Creek, or maybe Teen Titans Go, and the Cartoon Network logo would kind of like appear in the scene as if it was a part of that scene. So so it kind of like, it kind of got a little old because it's been like that for a while. So I'm kind of like, hey, we're going to be getting something different. You know what I mean? But also, when it came to besides the CN City era, which again, one of my favorites. Another one that was also my favorite as well was the Check It era as well. I just found that one to be interesting. Like I did like how like the bumpers were. Especially the coming up next bumpers. Like I loved how it was the current Cartoon Network logo. It then kind of like extends to the traditional checkerboard logo, which I thought was a really good throwback to the original Cartoon Network logo. And then you would kind of like be inside like this checkerboard world or something. And some of the characters would kind of pop up, and you would be like, coming up next is this and yada yada yada. And I'm like, I liked that. Like those were definitely very creative, honestly. And you know, like those were definitely my favorite. And I also liked the end pages to some of the promos as well. I just thought that it was a lot of fun. It was definitely very, very different from what we were used to when it came to Cartoon Network. But I definitely really, that was one of my favorites, 100%. Check It 1.0, I should say. I kind of wish we would kind of go back to something like that, but yeah, like, I mean, it's, excuse me, but yeah, that was, I've said that multiple times, but yeah, so, you know, it's one of my favorite, rebrands at the time. So I'm, again, very interested to see what new things we'll see from, Cartoon Network. And I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, at least when it comes to Cartoon Network, I've always been interested with how they kind of brand their channel, like when it came to the Check It era. And also, another thing I want to mention when it comes to the Check It era, I loved the soundtrack. You know, like I really, really, really loved the soundtrack when it came to Cartoon Network Check It. Like it was one of my favorite ones. They've been doing more soundtracks recently that kind of sound a bit like, what, like 8-bit music-ish? In a way, and those are okay, you know, like those are pretty good as well. But the ones we've been getting for Check It in 2010 were great. And also, I gotta be honest with you, I really, really do miss the previous announcers we've got. They were great, and they were honestly pretty funny. I do follow them on YouTube. I think it's called Britannic or something. And they made like some really, I mean, they haven't been posting all that much recently, but they've made some great comedy sketch videos. And so they're hilarious. And in fact, they were still making some of those videos when they were still the narrators or voiceovers, I guess you could say, on Cartoon Network at the time. And it was a little surprising in a way, just because of like how their sketches were you know, like obviously very adult oriented and whatnot. So it's kind of surprising that they were still the voices of Cartoon Network for a while. But you know, I don't know, like theirs were definitely like enjoyable in a way. Like I just really liked their voices, or just the fact that it was two people kind of speaking, and it kind of gave like a different dynamic in terms of how you do like the promos and how you do the coming up next bumpers and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like I mean, it's just something that like very that really interested me on that. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of wish I could do a job like that, like be the next voiceover for Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or any like television channel or something like that. Don't ask me why, but it's just like just something that would be, I think it would kind of be cool to do something like that. You know, like coming up next on Cartoon Network or something like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know why, but that's just something I kind of imagine myself doing. At least like it will kind of be like a fun job, I guess, for whatever reason. But yeah, I guess that kind of goes into my psyche a little bit. But yeah, so again, when it comes to the rebrand, I'm definitely excited to see what we get out of that particular rebrand in terms of bumpers, and also in terms of just how, also with Cartoonito, like how is Cartoonito gonna look? That's gonna be very interesting as well. Diamond Demon says Cartoon Network needs to come out with new shows while rebranding. I mean, that's the plan. That is definitely the plan. That's what they're going to be doing 100%. We don't know when some of those new shows are going to be coming, but we will be getting some new shows with Cartoon Network. And excuse me, and that includes Cartoonito. Which again, with Cartoonito, that starts in the fall. So we're not going to be getting anything from there for a while. So that's definitely going to be very, very interesting when it comes to that. Let's see. Wally E Master 2021 says, "Do you know Pie Guy Rules? Because your videos remind me of him." Yeah, I definitely do. I mean, he along with this other guy called Donut Donut 1990. I think it was pronounced Donut 1999. Him, Pie Guy Rules, Rebel Taxi, and believe it or not, Ben the Looney when he was doing his Ben rants. Those four were honestly the people that kind of inspired me to start making like not animation videos, but started to make like rant videos on YouTube and reviewing cartoons as well. So I kind of took inspiration from them at the time when it came to these videos. So so that's a little insight there as well. Quiet Life Antonio says, "I remember the big heads." The big heads on what? Was it from Cartoon Network or was it from Nickelodeon? I'm not quite sure. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Video Bird 300 says in that Nick App Cyclops ad. I remember that. That Cyclops was so freaking creepy. Like I was literally creeped out by it when I was younger when I made that video talking about like the Nickelodeon, like I did a third rant on it. And it still creeps me out to this day, honestly. It just looks so freaking weird. But I do remember those. Kawaii Life Antonio says, the Check It era, that was a pretty good. That one was pretty good too. Yeah, it definitely was. Again, one of my favorites. Kawaii Life Antonio says, as for Nick, the 2016 rebrand was pretty good with the circles, but the 2017 one is really amazing. I don't remember which ones those were. I think I might know which ones you're talking about. That was the 2016 rebrand. I might remember. Because I don't think the 2017 rebrand for Nickelodeon is the current one they've been doing. Or maybe it is. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Northwestern Railway 66 says Fry Dynamite was a underrated era for me. While with Cartoon Network, I really enjoyed that one. I gotta look that one up because I definitely don't remember that one. That might have been like a short-lived era, I guess. Let me go ahead and look that one up on my phone, actually. Let's see. I'm not going to watch anything, but just want to see. Fry. I might know. Dynamite. Okay, yeah, no, I don't remember this one. Straight up, I don't remember this one. No, I barely do. Um, excuse me, but yeah, let's see. Kawaii Life Antonio says, I think Cartoonito may push Adult Swim in a later time slot to start. I hope so. I definitely do hope that we could gain some of those hours back. Because Cartoon Network ends at 8, and Nickelodeon, I think, technically ends at, like, 9 o'clock or 8:30 or something. Because if you guys remember, like, in 2010, at first, Cartoon Network used to end at 10 o'clock at night instead of 8 o'clock. Because it was 10 o'clock, then it went to 9, and then it went to 8 o'clock. So, yeah, I do agree. Hopefully we can get, like, an updated schedule. Like, maybe it could... excuse me, maybe it could, what am I trying to say? It could get pushed back, which would definitely be great because, if Cartoonito, it's going to be kind of similar, I guess, to Nickelodeon in a way, because Cartoonito is going to have, like, I would assume about, like, maybe 6 to 7 hours in the morning. Which, again, similar to Nickelodeon with their Nick Jr. block, and similar to Disney Jr. on their block on Disney Channel. But, you know, I think it would be fair. You have the preschool shows in the morning, and then later on at night, like maybe like at 9 o'clock or something, that part is still Cartoon Network, and then it goes to Adult Swim. That would be... that would kind of be preferred, in a way, I guess you could say. Yeah. So, we'll see what happens when it comes to it. I was going to, actually make a video earlier, about, like, the supposed schedule for Cartoonito, in terms of, like, how many hours it was going to be on, or, like, what time it was going to start, what time it was going to end, and when Cartoon Network was fully going to return. But at the same time, though, I also do not remember, like, I kept looking through to see, like, if that was, like, a previous, or not previous, if it was, like, a official schedule when it came to Cartoonito, because I did see a couple of people saying, like, oh, Cartoonito is going to start at this time, end at this time, and Cartoon Network's going to be starting from this time to this time or something, and it's like, I couldn't really find anywhere, like, whether that was actually going to be the schedule or if that was just word of mouth. I couldn't really tell if that was, like, if that was confirmed. Like, I wasn't really quite sure, to be honest with you. But, yeah, so I was going to make a video about that, but obviously I didn't because I didn't necessarily have enough, proof, that that's what was going to happen, essentially. Okay, so we've been going on stream for about 2 hours and 25 minutes. Jeez. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end it very soon, maybe within 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we'll definitely be going from there. Well, obviously, I'll be ending it, and I'll see you tomorrow for the stream, of course. Josh's spot. Other Josh in the house, but you can call me Jay. What up, Jay? Josh's, we represent. Let's see. Diamond Demon says, but my second... Wait, okay, now let me read the first one. You say, not related to anything, but one of my dreams is to become a voice actress like Tiara Strong because she's a legend, but I would never be at her level. So, Diamond Demon, just a question. Are you female or are you male? Just asking, since you said your one of your dreams is to become a famous a voice actress like Tiara Strong. So let me know. Definitely let me know. But also, to continue on, you say, but my second dream is to be a successful YouTuber like you. I'm not really that successful. I mean, I got 6,000 subscribers now, yeah, but I'm not not really that successful, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess in some ways I can still say it's a success that I got 6,000 subscribers, because not a lot of YouTubers are able to reach that number, you know what I mean? But you say to be like a successful YouTuber like you, but still a child, school sucks, and I don't even have the equipment and stuff. You know, when I started off doing my YouTube videos, all I did was I managed to get a very, well, not too cheap, but I got like Sony Vegas, which is now just Vegas Pro. But I it wasn't Vegas Pro that I got. Okay, Diamond Demon, so you're a girl. Okay, gotcha. Okay, just wanted to make sure, because you know, because I imagine most of my demographic is mainly guys, so that's so forgive me for that. but anyway, yeah, for my channel, again, oh yeah, Polly90 says Fried Dynamite came in 2007 to 2008. Okay, so maybe that's the reason why I don't remember that era all that much, because there was a time when I kind of stopped watching Cartoon Network for a while, because there wasn't really that much I wanted to watch and whatnot. So I did mainly come back around 2010. So maybe that's partially why. Well, actually, no, but I do remember the Nudes era, where they had like those little white kind of like humanoid characters, and they would kind of change color, or they would kind of take on the color of each, they would take on the color, or not the color, but the design of like any character that was currently airing on Cartoon Network, like Chowder, or the Garfield Show, or Johnny Test, or, you know, so I do remember that era, on Cartoon Network. So I think it was probably 2007 to 2008 where I wasn't watching all that much. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, replying to Diamond Demon. When it came to me starting my YouTube videos, like the only thing I really had was at the time was like the not this computer. It was a way older laptop, but I had the webcam, well, the mic on that computer, which obviously wasn't the greatest, but that's all I had essentially. And I did do some video editing, I guess you could say, with Movie Studio. It was Sony Vegas Movie Studio, and that's like their cheaper video editing software. So that's what I used for a very long time. And you know, I mean, the thing is that sometimes when you're starting out, you just do what you do. You just do with what you got. Not everyone's going to start off with like a nice laptop, a very expensive video editing software, or a microphone like this. You know, like this cost me about $150. And I got like a interface here. I can't show you the front because it would disconnect, but sound interface that costs like another $100. And this is the whole setup I have now, which is not like the most crazy setup, but the whole setup I have now is about like $300 worth, I think. So yeah, I mean, like, honestly, you don't have to spend a ton of money to start YouTube. You just start, you know, like just start. If there's anything that you're passionate about, like if you want to make sketches or skit comedy or something, or if you want to kind of talk about like cartoons and whatnot, you know, or sometimes all you really need to start off with is your phone. You know, like if your phone records and it has like a good recording and also a good mic, that's sometimes all you really need to start recording your videos. So, you know, if that's something you definitely truly do want to do, you know, start your own YouTube channel and make videos, then, you know, that's something that you could do. Like if you do have a phone and you're able to upload to YouTube and all that stuff, then that's definitely like a good starting point. And obviously, you can continue like upgrading as the years go on, you know what I mean? Like if you want a better camera for your computer, or a better camera for your video, and you're able to afford it, you can definitely get that and start filming with that. If you want like another microphone or whatever, you know, like baby steps. I guess that's kind of like a good way to say is like have baby steps, you know what I mean? Like you got to start somewhere. So so don't focus too much on like whether you have the right equipment or not. Like again, if you have a phone, or if you have like a a computer where you can upload and possibly edit things. There's some free video editing softwares out there as well. So, so that's my little, I guess, tip in a way, if that's truly something you want to do. So yeah, and if you do happen to decide to become a YouTuber, I definitely hope that you do have some success. Again, we all start somewhere. Josh Bot says, what's your opinion on the iCarly reboot? Again, I will be having a video posted on that I almost said next week, tomorrow. Supposedly, it will be coming out tomorrow. So definitely be looking out for that. And if not tomorrow, it'll come out on Friday. Video Bird 300 says, Josh and Josh, regular Josh 1 and Josh's spot. Yeah, Josh's represent. Okay. Let's see here. Northwestern Railway 66 says, since we're talking about influences and passions, it comes from a lot of TV creators and video games, and it makes me want to do my own independent animation whenever I get the technology. Yeah, I mean, definitely, again, when it comes to it, yeah, DJ 2000 says, congrats on 6K subs, man. Also, you say obviously a lot. Yes, I know. I know my mannerisms from when I'm speaking. I wish I could fix it, and hopefully I can at some point, but yeah, I say obviously way too much. But, back to Northwestern Railway 66, it's good to know that you can take inspiration from certain cartoons or certain, like, influencers. Well, maybe not influencers, because I don't know if you could really be, like, inspired by, like, influencers. You know what I mean? But, like, I think, because sometimes, for me, like, I take inspiration on certain things. Like, when it comes to my other channel that I post, on YouTube, when it comes to what's the other channel, the Bun Vlogger, which is like a vlogging channel. There's I tend to do like vlogs over there, and those generally started when it came to me being inspired by a couple of vlogging YouTubers that I follow that generally they generally talk about, like, excuse me, they generally talk about, like, theme parks, or they visit theme parks and whatnot, and I took inspiration from them. So a lot of times I tend to, at least for that channel, I tend to kind of, like, do a lot of theme park review, not theme park reviews, but theme park vlogs over there, or at least I try to vlog nowadays, because I'm not really the best at vlogging, but, I definitely try. I'm getting more comfortable with it. But for that channel, I was also inspired by certain people doing, like, say, cinematic videos. And I've always wanted to do cinematic videos as well. So that was definitely something that I tried over there, too. And I might still be doing some of those as well. And there's also, like, there's... I don't know. Sometimes when it comes to, say, maybe video ideas, or maybe not video ideas for this, but at least, like, video ideas for that channel, like, say, maybe doing a short film or doing, like, a cinematic feature, of me recording certain things on that other channel. I do sometimes what will literally, like, get me inspired is maybe a song. Like, maybe I'll listen to a song, and sometimes I'll kind of start, like, just imagining, hold on a second, because I do want to put the link to the Bun Vlogger in the chat. But continuing, I do, like, there was one video I made that was called it was called The Photographer, which was my little short film. And I literally, like, I kind of just had this, like, random idea from a song. And it wasn't, like, as if, like, the song really said anything that, like, said, hey, let's do a tiny little short film about photography or something. It was just, like, I was listening to it, and I just had, like, these, like, visuals into my head, and started kind of, like, thinking about, like, ooh, I could do this and I can do that. And, because that's kind of how it happens sometimes. Like, sometimes I'll just listen to a song and I'll start having like these visions in my head, and it's like, maybe I'll go ahead and make something out of that, whether it means like I'm using the song or I just create something. And that's kind of like what a lot of people do in terms of like their inspiration. Sometimes, like one of my friends, Javon, who was in the last stream giving me $20, which was freaking awesome. And yesterday was his birthday. I really hope he got his text, because I did send him a happy birthday wish, or wished him a happy birthday. So hopefully he got that yesterday. But but he's also somebody who is like who wants to be a filmmaker or a director and whatnot, and he like really, a lot of the stuff that he was getting ideas from was definitely from certain songs that he would listen to, and he would kind of come up with some ideas. So it's kind of cool that it's things like that where we can get our inspiration on stuff that we may want to create. So it's definitely very cool. There's like one song that I listened to recently, and I've had like these visions, and I'm kind of like, okay, I could do this, I would love to do something. But then at the same time, sometimes those inspirations, like sometimes it's a little difficult to kind of come up with something you want to create. Like maybe it's a story you want to tell, but you're not really sure what story it is, or so it's very interesting when it comes to things like that. But yeah, it's very cool. How there's certain things that can inspire us to create something. And so hopefully Northern Western Railway 66, hopefully you can definitely create something at some point, whether it be animation or be a TV show, or hell, even if it's like a podcast, like you could definitely do like an auto drama. And those are, I probably somewhat easier to make, because obviously you can only you can edit in like sound effects and music and the voices of the other people saying their lines and whatnot. But there's like lots of things that you could definitely do. Lots of things that you definitely could do in terms of like your creativity and stuff. And sometimes it's things that definitely can be a little hard to do, because like sometimes you may not be all that what am I trying to say? Sometimes like creativity can only take you so far. Sometimes you may not be feeling all that creativity, all that creative, and you're kind of like, okay, what do I want to do? Like, what story do I want to tell? And because I kind of feel like that sometimes. Like, I do want to make like a short film, another short film, but I'm just not quite sure like where I want to go with that in terms of story. So that's been things I've been like thinking about. But yeah, but again, with you, Northwestern Railway 66, hopefully you can find some success in that. I definitely wish for that in the future, that you become a good animator, at whether it be a YouTube animator or what have you. So don't give up. Even if it feels hard sometimes, do not give up. Let's see here. Demon Diamond. Okay, actually first says the edit, I guess, says, can you talk about Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway? Not much. I mean, I don't know, because again, I haven't really seen the first episode. First episode. I'm losing it right now. I think this means I should end the stream very soon. But yeah, I should, honestly. I do want to go downstairs at some point, because it is getting kind of hot in this room, so I think I am definitely losing it a little bit. I don't know. But and we've been going on for a while, so I think it's about time we can end this. But I haven't seen the first movie. Haven't been all that interested in it, and I'm not particularly all that interested in seeing the second movie either. But hopefully it's a good film. That's the most I can really say about it. I kind of just wish that I didn't see that commercial over and over and over again about like Peter Rabbit's annoying voice, where he does that, "What? My voice isn't annoying, right?" It's like stop airing that over and over and over again. Like, please, it's annoying me. But yeah, so that's all I really have to say when it comes to Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway. And also, Diamond Demon says, thanks for tips and advice, Josh. Really thankful. No problem. No problem. I mean, like, of course, as somebody who is a YouTuber who's eventually reached 6,000 subscribers, why not give out some advice? Because again, as I said before, we all start somewhere. You know what I mean? And Diamond Demon says, used to do gotcha life vids, but didn't really like how they turned out, and my phone's damaged. I can't screenshot until I get a new phone, which I will. Damn, that sucks. Excuse me. Northwestern Railway 66 says, dude, I really appreciate the advice. It helps out a lot. You're welcome, definitely. Who else? Video Bird 300 says, I do gotcha videos. I did WWE, McDonald's, and Planet Dolan. Nice. Speaking of gotcha, I'm in a couple of Gotcha Life series actually right now, voice acted series. I'm in, as you know, I'm in the Duel Academy, which we recently put out we put out a promo, or at least a sneak peek of the second episode of that. Oh shoot, you know what, I kind of just realized I never put in the link. I said that was what I was going to do, but I never did it. Excuse me, I never ended up putting a link to the vlog channel. So if that's something you guys want to check out, definitely go over and do it. But also another thing to let me see. I'm gonna also put another. Damn, I didn't realize I had 40 likes on this. Holy crap, nice. I'm also going to put links to. I mean, it's already in the description. But actually, you know what? I'm just going to do it for the Duel Academy right now. So the Duel Academy is another Gotcha Life series that I am a part of right now. We did put a sneak peek of the second episode currently. So I don't know when that's coming out particularly, but it is almost finished. So it will be coming out very, very soon. So let's see. There it is. There's the link to Duel Academy. So of course, check it down there if you guys want to. So yeah. So I have to wonder, Diamond Demon. How did you find out about this channel? And also, did you happen to find me in any of the other Gotcha Life series before finding out this channel? Or what? Let me know in the live chat. Hopefully soon, because I am going to try to end this maybe within the next 5 minutes or so. Video Bird 300 says, anybody remember that thing that was like Gotcha Life before Gotcha Life? Not really. No. I mean, Gotcha Life is still somewhat new to me, so I don't know any other kind of games that was kind of similar to that at the time. So I don't know. Thomas Bush says, "Hey Josh, hey man, you missed the stream. I mean, I'm still streaming now, but I'm gonna be off very, very, very soon. I'm gonna be heading downstairs very soon. Let's see." Northern Western Railway says, is Planet Dolan a project of yours or something video? Let me see. Where did I put my phone? Actually, no, there it is. Now, because I do want to. Oh yeah, you also Thomas Bush just says, "What's up and congrats on 6,000 subs, man. I hope you reach it to 10,000 subscribers very, very soon because you're an awesome person and I have an awesome account." Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Really, really appreciate that. 100%. Video Bird 300 says, no reason why Planet Dolan was not made by me. It was made by other people. Oh yeah, I think I know a bit about Planet Dolan. So, yeah. And then Northwestern Railway 66 says, Vizzy Pop really has changed a lot for many that wants their creative projects to be seen. Yeah, I definitely do agree with you on that one because. Excuse me, because when it comes to because like the whole thing about like animation when it comes to like industry versus like independent work, the thing is when it comes to being in the industry, obviously, if you're going to put your show on, say, a show like if you're going to put it on, like, say, Cartoon Network or even Fox or ABC or what have you, you have certain creative choices that you can make or whatnot, but but they always tend to always kind of take away a little bit of that creativity. They say, like, nah, we don't want that. No, we want this character to be this. No, we want you know what I mean? So when things are independent, when it's independently made or independently distributed, then yeah, you kind of do have a little bit more artistic freedom. That's what I was trying to look for. Artistic freedom to be able to do the things you want to do with the show or tell the story you want to tell. So it's cool to see more people verging into that realm instead of just going to, like, the big companies and stuff, because I mean, obviously there's, that could give you a big oomph to do that, but sometimes it's better to just do things independently, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I think as of now that is going to be. Oh, Diamond Demon says, oh no, I found you looking for PBG live action rants. Aha, I see. So like, did you see so I'm guessing your first video was the last Powerpuff Girls video that I saw first, or was it like the very first Powerpuff Girls live action video that I made, which was like a few months ago? So I'm curious about that one as well, because if so, then you're definitely a recent subscriber, which is awesome. Diamond Demons also says, I kept seeing the Duel Academy series, but kept avoiding it for some reason, but didn't know you voice acted in it. Sure, I'll watch. Yeah, definitely go check it out. In the first episode of that season, in the first episode of this series that's currently up right now, I do only have like maybe 2 or 3 lines, so I'm not really all that prominent in the episode, but when it comes to the second episode, you will definitely be seeing my character way more than you do see him in the first episode. So, just want to let you know. But yeah, I think that is about all I have to say right now. Video Bird 300 says, does anyone hate the new way to make YouTube videos? Let's petition YouTube to go back to the old way. Yeah, there's a lot more restrictions now, or a lot more policies that sometimes don't make sense, but I've kind of gotten over it just a little bit, unless it screws me over in the end. But yeah, it would be nice to kind of go back to the simpler days of YouTube, because some of the videos were kind of just more fun back then in a way. Jonathan says, it was such a fun stream. Glad to see that the stream was fun. I mean, obviously I was kind of just chatting with you guys and, talking, being a little bit nostalgic about this channel and whatnot. But yeah, honestly, like, I'm definitely very, very glad to do this stream for you guys. Diamond Demon says, the very first Powerpuff Girls live action video. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you've been with us for a while, so awesome, cool. But yeah, again, as I said, thank you guys so much for joining this stream. Really hope you guys enjoyed it, which it seems like everyone has. What am I trying to say right now? Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you guys again. Thanks for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Look out for the new video that should be posted tomorrow, most likely. Like, I most likely will have that Rugrats video. It's already been. Again, this is why I'm ending it right now. For whatever reason, I'm kind of all over the place. But yeah, so the video about iCarly and the Patrick Star Show will definitely be, will definitely be out possibly tomorrow. Most likely it'll be out tomorrow. Maybe out in the morning of tomorrow or something, or if not, depending on what happens, it might be out on Friday. But definitely do look out for that. Okay, I'm gonna put the headphones back on because I do want the music to start playing. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for joining this stream, and hopefully you will be here for the next stream whenever I do another stream. I don't know when I'm going to do another stream on this channel. But again, definitely look out for the next stream, or just look out for the next videos in general. And also, if you have certain kind of ideas or certain shows or maybe current animation news that you want me to talk about, go ahead and give me some requests. Obviously, I'm not going to get to all of them because there's going to be certain shows or certain topics that I don't necessarily cover on this channel either. But yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for joining this stream. Really hope that every single one of you have a good day. Also, thank you so much for the 6,000 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough, truly. So, like, you guys are truly amazing for that. So, again, thank you so much for all of that. Hopefully, we can be reaching 10,000 subscribers very, very soon. We'll see. And hopefully, and thank you guys so much for just sticking for me in the long run. Whether you've been here forever or if you've been here just recently or whatever, just again, thank you guys so much for that. So, yeah, so goodbye to Diamond Demon, Thomas, Video, Bird 300, Jonathan, Northwestern Wellray 66, Kawaii Life Antonio, Doominator. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope to see you guys in the next stream and also in the next video. So until next time, I will see you guys later. And remember, you're hearing it from a regular bunny in a regular world. Peace out. Thank you guys so much for joining. See you later.
down my eyes. Wanna be closer, taking my heart, taking my heart.